Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Man, market can't even wait a half hour to start the Trump rally, huh? Moving already, pre-market. Well, I guess not pre-market, but market's not open today. The future's open, half day. Good to see you guys all here. What's up? What a big. Ooh. Good morning, good morning, good morning. 8:45 start. Yeah, I did say 8:45 start, but I got off to a slow start this morning. Market's pressing in the overnight. Now remember, this is Tuesday's day, right? So we're trading half day on Friday for the holiday, and yeah. So this is good morning. This is a live move pre-market. We are moving up on Trump talking about tariff stuff. I'm going to kind of get everything here together. No news today or anything. Market's close to our holiday. It is Martin Luther King Day, which I used to always get them backwards because President's Day is February, MLK Day is January. So I always seem to get them because January's inauguration, February's Black History Month, but then you would think President inauguration would be President's Day, but the President's Day and MLK is this, and it's just like, so I always get them backwards every year. This is MLK Day. Good day, half day market, still running. Futures overnight. I made a pretty. I announced in Discord. I traded from here to there in the overnight since we double topped. I knew that we weren't going to get the power until, Trump took office and his first executive orders to come out. I think it would have caused some movement in the market. And that's exactly what happened. I'm just looking to see if we can't now get like a dip something. We're not going to have liquidity maps today, but I am looking for something like a little bit of a retracement. I want to get in long on this somewhere to at least tap DD bands. Let's do our little calculation here and let's run up. So do we have a catalyst going on? Remember, this is Tuesday's candle. So this is going to last through today till noon, and then we take a pause, and then we get back right to overnight trading. To continue this move. So it looks like there's nothing there. So we'll check NASDAQ. What's up, you guys? So we'll do an educational class today. We'll do some teaching. We'll do some stuff. We'll do some trading. Who here is a Trump millionaire? Who made millions of dollars trading Trump coin? Oh boy, there's a lot of fun. That was a fun weekend, huh? Non-millionaire though. When's the Matt coin? Oh, it's coming. Don't worry. I'm gonna make Matt coin. I'm gonna sell it to tons of people. I'm gonna hype it up. It's gonna be called. I'm gonna make a coin and I'm gonna literally call it rug pull. I'm gonna literally name the coin rug pull. I'm going to tell people pump this coin up because I'm going to rug it. I'm going to keep all the money. I'm going to tell people, I'm going to post memes, pictures of moon, everything, pictures of rugs. And everyone's still going to buy it. And I'm still going to rug pull it. And I'm going to make a whole lot of money and people will still buy it. That's what's great about crypto. I'm literally going to call it rug pull. And even announcing my intentions to steal all the money for weeks, it will still go up, to which I will steal all the money. And then I made a tweet and said, I'll take all the money, I'll rug it. And people will still buy it. And then I'll take that money, and then I'll donate it to some foundation, something, to tell a really good heartfelt story about my good intentions, and people will forget that I rugged them. And then I'll start another coin, do the same thing over again, and I'll be super wealthy. And I need to recruit, people. So if you guys want to join the organization, I need all kinds of degens to work with me on our new rug pull enterprise. You gotta tell a good story as to why you're doing it, and then people will just forget. And then a month later, you can do it again. And I realize that's the easiest way to become a billionaire in this world these days. But okay, so Nasdaq futures tapped impact red line. This is the one from 2 Tuesdays ago, right? This guy's sitting there. We still got plenty of room to go to move up higher. Are we all corrupted? Rug pull Inc. I think I'll call it rug pull Inc. This is like a good idea. Call it rocket coin. That'd be hilarious. The problems, it's already been done. Somebody's already done rug pull? Oh, hell. We got to come up with a better name than Flying Carpet Inc. Rug pull Inc. Someone who owns 80% of the Trump coin, and if the plan, when the fine print was to make more available every 3 years, that person or NC will make 20 billion. That's pretty cool. I love it. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to those coins, you have to learn how to snipe them. There's a whole technique to it, and it's extremely complicated, which is why it's not something the average person can do. The average person's like, how do I make money doing this? And you have to kind of say, well, you have to be very tech savvy to know how to snipe coins. There's a whole process to it. I know some people that do it. They use bots. They use all kind of stuff. They can read like for activity going. I know zero about it. I don't do any crypto. I don't even own a wallet. I've never done anything in crypto. The closest thing I've ever gotten to crypto was whatever my payout account is. Apparently with ETF, it's like Rise or Wise. I always forget whatever it's called. Rise. It's a crypto somehow. It's tied to crypto somehow. I don't know. Anyways, you're extremely tech savvy to be able to do it. You look for activity. You look for market. You look for like market cap going up. Then you have to check to make sure the coin's legit. You have to check the owners. You have to go through all these checks, and you have to do this and do that, and then do this, and then it's like a whole bunch of stuff. But you have to get in before the announcement. And there's people that just look for the market cap going up or look for the volume to actually like snipe these things and get in on these things. Okay, let's look for Nasdaq pullback here. All right, Trump is not doing any kind of tariffs. That's what this is all about. Right about here, I think a little bit of a dippy dip. God, I hate this music. Fuck. I swear, I just wanted some background noise here. I'm going to turn it all off. Dare I? Right at the dip. Let's take a look. Dip to DD bands here. Not a catalyst today. This one not even close. The question is, do I want to actually trade it right there? The thing is, we're not going to have much to go off of, and tomorrow we have a new triple B on VIX, so that's good. Let's look at the monthly maps we had from last week. Market just was so clean. This is the cleanest monthly map we had. Greater bull market baby is back. Oh, it's back. I'm so excited about it. I don't know if we're gonna get it. Oh, because it's a holiday, so we're not gonna see the print. But this was clean. This was super clean. What's a basic trading strategy? Yeah, I'll go over that in just a second. All right, I'm gonna walk you guys through some. We're gonna do some like educational stuff today. Oh, we also make some trades. Basically, I have a technique that can predict volume flow and volume pivots, and it's like the first in the world to be able to do something like this. We derive information from options. I'm a futures trader, and maps. There we go. So essentially what we can do here is we can use options to forecast and find high volume pivots. And then off to the side, you see there's a little guide that shows me where the flow is, and I use this as my guide. Pretty simple. All right. No Bitcoin or Ethereum holdings. I own nothing. No. See, here's what I tell people, right? It's like you could have invested in IBM or any of these companies like in the 80s or in the 70s and become like generationally wealthy by choosing that investment at the right time, you know? But you also, I do want to do this. But you also would have become, you know, you bought them in the 90s. You're a multimillionaire now. But, you know, also if you would have bought IBM in 2010, you know, 20 years later, you'd also have generational wealth now. There's like a time, I think people like forget that the idea to get in on something that's huge means you got to be the first one in. Like, you know, there's so many times when you could have bought Apple over the last 40 years, 50 years, and it become like generationally rich buying Apple. Like if crypto is going to be a thing and going to be like the thing, I'll be rich off of crypto. Same thing. I don't have to be in now. They're not afraid of anything. There's better investments for my money right now. No fear at all. It's more like you have 5 different choices on where to put your money. Crypto's not it's not going to provide the most growth. That's basically it. And it's too volatile. Volatility is not the way to make money as a trader. I know crypto traders thrive themselves on the volatility because it's what creates the moves, because crypto is extremely illiquid relative to other things. And so the lack of liquidity creates volatility. The moves are created because there's no liquidity sometimes. But that's different than things like the S&P where the moves are created by slight imbalances in illiquidity. It's not like the S&P moves up because there's nobody buying and selling and it's so easy to move. It's like so many people are buying and selling and just fewer people are selling, and that slight little tilt makes it just inch higher. You really want that to be your mechanism for movement because you can't withstand years of drawdown like you have with Bitcoin. The S&P rarely gives me years of drawdown. Like even though when it's drawn down, I'm still longing as it falls. So the idea is that when there's massive utility, it'll gain the liquidity that'll make it trend better and not have volatility. You know what I'm saying? So I need something I get to have the utility to propagate it higher permanently. And like I said, people are like, oh, it's 100K or whatever. At the time I'm trading it, you know, we'll be talking about it's going to the millions and tens of millions if it's a big thing. So I'll get in at the right time where it makes sense. The S&P E-mini is just E-mini futures contracts. This is futures. Oh, I forgot the long in my ETF account. Dang it. Our next patch is coming out with a dynamic ticker list. So the MSTR and everything should be on that one. The next patch. Remember, we're closed for MLK Day, but the rest of the globe isn't. So remember, we got European markets moving. I grabbed longs across the board. This is good. Just a little pullback. Nasdaq to DD band, I think I'm going to take. Just a quickie little long technical pullback. We don't have much going on liquidity maps here. Not going to show up until, you know, we have. Oops. Bull market's back though. Oh, I'm so excited. We're the first to say it. We're the first to say it last week when everybody was all scared of whatever. I told everyone bull market's back. Okay, so I'm looking at 60.74, at least close to that band. Be nice to see that. 21,733 on NASDAQ. 30 more points. Retweet myself here. He said it. Bull market's back. All right, let's make this post here real quick. Bull market is back. Which had a little bit extra power. 60.74, 21,733. Hold on. 745. Oh, sorry, 745. I forgot to update this. 158.50. Oh, it got bigger. I took this picture pre-market. That's how much I made last night in the ups. So, I mean, I went way up. I'm not going to lie. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know. There's like 25 there. Too lazy to add it up. Plus, I'm in a bunch of trades now, making that even bigger. Ooh. Ooh. Got a little bump. What time does Trump actually go into office? Noon. Oh, at noon. Okay, so Trump goes into office officially in an hour and a half. Yeah, I did. I longed on the wrong overnight hedge pressure, dude. It was so crazy. Because I did the calculation and then I just never stopped out. I was like, oh shit. So I held on to it. That's exactly what I did. So I didn't update for the new month, and I basically, it's kind of the funny part. I just held on. All right. Just trading the waves here. Right up to yellow. We love that touch right there. 60.68 on S&P. Basically, yeah, like randomly long. You just like the glasses, right? I'm up another like 7K just trading all the accounts. So they're all of them are in one contract pretty much. I'm really close to the edge. I'll take 1,000. Let me pocket that. I mean, we've got no market open. I pocketed all of that. I'm very close to the band. I'm only like 20 points away, but again, like I said, I'm just technically trading these waves here. There's really no reason to be like doing anything. That's good. That's big ups. New month. Market's gonna close. And markets, futures markets are open until noon today, noon central. So Trump goes into office at noon EST. So Trump goes into office at 11:30. Sorry, 11. My time. So markets are open for an hour after Trump gets sworn in. I've been trading since 2010. I'm one of the first YouTube. I'm one of the first live streamers on YouTube in futures. I've been doing this since 2016, so we've been here for a while, even before the craze. The only reason I use Thinkorswim, the only reason is so I can use stick charts for the most part. That's it. Let's move that actually out of here. That is it. Real close to the edge. We don't even have an event. I should hold it all the way to the green line, but we're going to tap that green line in just a second. Ooh. $2010 is when I started. My first trade that wasn't part of my 401k was in 2010. 2010, I was working as a chemical engineer. I was working at Dow Chemical. And got laid off in the financial crisis. I was the lead engineer of some really awesome reactor units. I ran this huge part of the plant. Like in my late 20s. It was crazy to have all this responsibility and to be doing such big things. I mean, it was like profit generating machine, but they had to let like half of the plant got let go when Dow was consolidating. Then I got into trading, never looked back. I'm glad I did. 2015 is when I went full time, and I started streaming like a month after that. Nobody was really streaming, right? There was like a couple of people, like the Warrior Trading guy was streaming, Trades and Matt was streaming. There's like literally a handful of people at that time. I think Pat Weiland was starting to stream around then as well. But like, and Tim Sykes, there weren't that many. We're like all the OGs of YouTube. This right here is just a fib. It's just a fib tool that I gutted everything with the half point, and I'm just measuring like distance travel. I mean, when you got nothing to go by, market's not going to open, no liquidity maps. I'm just measuring, off of moves. This is what this one is, right? So I'm literally just measuring halves. Like when the market started pulling back, I measured half and bought that dip, and then went right back up to there. So when I trade waves, I usually do it like this. I'll buy the halfway point. If I know the wave's going up to here, I'll just wait for it to dip halfway and then take a long. Super simple method. This is, retracement style when you got nothing else to go by. Nice clean bull market. Tomorrow night, we roll into VIX contracts. Let's check this really quick. VX H. I always forget my codes here. No, G. February. Okay, so February is 1705 at 1601. So we're rolling into about 1 point of contango. So we're going to basically have a triple B around 16.5 for tomorrow. And that's going to set the stage for the rest of the month. But you guys remember, dude, the monthly maps are so strong. So strong. We talked about it January 6th. You guys know the breaking news, bull market is back. You tell people, why are we not on CNBC yet? Why are we not the most viral thing on the planet with our monthly? I don't know. I guess I don't kiss enough ass out there in the trading world. Here's my Twitter account. It's been like hot. January 6th, the bull market is back. All three signals of the greater market indicate bullish. Monthly map stabilized again through the rest of the quarter. And we saw it. It was stable, and January 6th was good, and we had one more wave down, and then we had another confirmation on the 15th, and we've been rallying ever since. Dude, it's like, we're the best to ever do it on social media. Predictions on point. Not always get it right, but in the race of all the educators and Furu Guru world out there, I'd like to say we're the best in the educational space. Certainly not the world's best trader. There's tons of people with a lot more talent. However, in social media and the race of all of my fellow degens out there, dude, it's not even close. No one comes close. It's what we do. Ooh. At least on the retail side. Okay. There it is. There's the push. 21,744. I know what the new month is. Okay. So a month is defined by a couple different things. There's a calendar month. And I'm sorry if I'm still kind of nasally because I still am like little like getting over a flu here. In equities, an equities month is defined as following. It starts on the 4th Monday of the month, of the calendar month. So calendar month starts on the 1st and ends on the 30th, 31st, whatever. It's a calendar month. So an equities month starts on the 4th Monday of a calendar month, usually barring no holiday. And it ends on the 3rd Friday of the next month. So an example is today is the first day of February, according to options. So last Friday was the 3rd Friday, which is marked by the expiration of monthly equities options. So all the stocks and ETFs options expire on the 3rd Friday at the end of the session. And the SPX expires on the 3rd Friday in the morning. It's the only one that expires. The index options expire in the morning. So a VIX month, which is another thing to take note of, is a different kind of month as well. You'll hear us use all kind of different ones. We roll into a VIX month, which is typically the 3rd Wednesday of the month. You just got to memorize this stuff. And that's also when monthly options expire. When monthly options expire, it's a huge event. Look, there it is. On the dot. On the dot. Okay, let me make sure I liquidate everything over here. A couple more things. I liquidate my real accounts. Boom. Okay. That's pretty easy. Okay. So the 3rd Wednesday of the month is when VIX options expire, which is in the morning. So a VIX month starts on the 3rd Wednesday. So the options expire in the morning. So options and equities expire Friday afternoon. So the following Monday starts the new month. VIX options expire Wednesday morning. So the Wednesday trading session is the new VIX month. So in futures, which is, again, you got to memorize this stuff. VIX futures has a month where you roll over from one to the next. These major events are large shifts in institutional positions. That's all it is. People hedging a month at a time. VIX futures roll into a new monthly contract on the Tuesday prior, the night before this event. Now, sometimes, like this year, Wednesday was January the 1st, so we lost that day didn't count. So specifically for January, it's the 4th Wednesday now. So in 2 days, the VIX month expires and rolls to a new month. And then the night before, which is tomorrow night, we re-roll into new VIX futures contracts. So each one of these discrete events sets the stage for another month of trading. So the volatility is important to understand, like how we're going to trade. Like this right here is just what non-volatility looks like. We do a calculation every Tuesday that night to prepare for that session. It just kind of sets the stage for how the market's going to move, like the style which is going to move. Yo, Tab, what's up, man? I was wondering if you guys were still going to make it today and how many of y'all were going to become like Trump millionaires over the weekend. Liquidity maps aren't going to load just because it's a holiday. Stock market is closed. The market was not open. And the stock market is closed. Yeah, I know. Ice Wild. It's an American holiday today. So we got or American bank holiday, if you may. So like financial markets and banks and stuff are shut down. Yeah, I know, right? You guys forget. Everybody's been too busy like with the inauguration and all that. I have never seen a bigger list of presidential executive orders on the first day. It's hard to imagine this is the first day. He's already talking about a 50-50 split deal with TikTok. He's already undoing like so much stuff. He's declaring a national emergency at the border, building a wall. He's removed like a lot of the gender stuff that Biden put in. I mean, day one, he's just like cut, burn. I mean, it is the craziest first presidential day, I think, in the history of this country. On day one, literally day one, he's doing so much stuff on day one. It's crazy. I was reading the list. There's only one thing I really hope that he does, to be honest. There's a very important he's releasing the JFK. That's not what I'm talking about. He's releasing the JFK, RFK, MLK like files day one. There was a list that I found that was pretty cool. All right. Day one promises mass deportations. Biden pardon the January 6ers in the Ukraine war. No tariffs in China, which is why we're rallying now. To keep men out of women's sports. To keep men out of women's jails. Like you can't just identify as something and compete. Like that kind of stuff. But more importantly, I hope on day one that he, because we all suffered in during COVID, like it was a huge inconvenience. People got sick, people, died. There's a whole lot that happened during COVID, right? But there's one thing that brought us all together at that time. And it was the Tiger King. So I hope he goes in and pardons Joe Exotic. I'm a big, just because why the fuck not? Right? That'd be cool. Just because, who doesn't want that to happen? He seems like a cool guy. Let's add that to the list. Tiger King brought us together during COVID. He gave us sanity while we were all eating to-go tacos and DoorDash, right? So there's been a movement. I'm like, sure. It's like right now, I think like nobody's really thinking clear. They're just like, let's just have Trump do a bunch of cool stuff. Why not? Carol Baskin, yeah. So, like, I mean, talking about the important policies here, you know, I hope, because, you know, it'd be nice to have a season 2 of the Tiger King. I'm just saying. Pardon the PDT rules. Trump's been saying he wants to get rid of the IRS. I mean, like, this is, you know, whenever a president goes into office, you never really think too much about it. You're never really super excited about it, right? You're just like, oh, it's a new thing. No president has just taken office like he's had 4 years to sit there and fume on, like, man, if I get office again, boy, I know what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? He probably knew he's going to get it. So he had 4 years to plan. And this is like water building behind a dam that just busted. And it's like so much stuff, right? Changing on the very first day. But the idea is that it's radical. It's a radical change. And good or bad, I mean, the idea that there's a lot of people that are very smart, like Elon and, you know, stuff like that being advisory now. You know, I mean, Elon is one of the most influential and intelligent people in the business world. You know, it's like, you know, he's got Jeff Bezos working, and you got all these people that are, you know, business-minded folks looking out for America like it's a business. They're like, we're going to be strong. You know, Canada's taken from us. Everyone's taken from us. And they're like, they basically come in like a committee trying to revamp a business and make it profitable. Like it's basically like the new CEO steps in with like 1,000 changes to help us make money. It's basically all it is. Crypto-friendly president. Yeah, like whether that's, now again, let's just be real on this, whether that, the thing is with crypto and other financial instruments, it really doesn't matter what the president does. It matters what we do as traders. There's one thing, like, he can't just order Bitcoin to be worth $1 million. You know, he can order reform and changes and things like that. Traders have to adopt it still and get into it. So he'll allow the freedom for it to move better. But crypto still needs a lot of utility for it to become the thing that people want it to be, you know. And when that's done, I'm ready. I'll be investing first thing in. So right now, I just make so much money doing everything else. Like, there's no reason for me to split my assets. I'd make a fraction what I make if I started trading crypto. I'm not in the whole snipe a coin, be the first one in, race to the top, get out. You know, that's like, you know, a big event like the Trump coin happens like once every year or two. I mean, I just took a picture. I mean, I'm up 30K today trading futures. I mean, it's like a normal thing to make a lot of money in futures on a daily basis. So people always ask, like, why don't you trade crypto? And it's just because there's, as far as like things that are worth day trading, I've got the liquidity and leverage in futures. I don't really benefit differently from moving to crypto. There's really no difference in day trading wise. As far as an investor goes, the reason I'm not investing in it because I don't think it's the right time. I think in 5 or 10 years, minimum will probably be the right time. But you need to see a lot of, and I'll tell you, this is the way I think about it, right? Bitcoin's like done something like this, and it's like right there right now. Trust me when I say there'll be a time when Bitcoin, when these humps look like this and Bitcoin will be up here. There's gonna be no shame me getting in, you know, at a time when it makes sense, when it's really moving. I don't think these are the real moves. I don't think we're at the real moves for a decade or so. I think the moves are significant, but if it becomes like a national currency, a national standard, you know, like a bigger thing with utility, not just hype, you couldn't miss out. I mean, it'll be something everyone's investing in, talking about for years. Your grandma, your friends, your teachers, everyone's going to want it. Right now, everyone's still kind of like, what is it? I don't get it. And so that's not the stage to invest in anything. That's like investing in the internet in 1960 when people are like, no, it powers NASA and it gets spaceships to the moon. And the internet, it's an information sharing network. Every major university uses, it's going to be like the biggest thing in the world. Well, I mean, if you didn't invest in 1960, you made a lot of money in the internet, but so did you if you invested in 2003. Like 43 years later, you became an internet millionaire as well. So like, there will be a chance to become a Bitcoin millionaire. That's the way I see it. To me, there's no my thought is there's no added bonus to getting in super early. You want to get in early-ish on something that becomes a mainstay, but you don't have to get in like super early because I don't want the reason is I don't want my money locked up. The S&P is going to do this for the next 4 years. We're going to S&P 10,000 in like 5 to 10 years, maybe 5. Literally, the S&P is going to like double in size during the Trump era. That's going straight up. Right? So, I mean, in futures, I'm going to make millions of dollars hand over fist with little effort if the market goes straight up. The person who put in 1 million when Trump was at 18. Yeah, you had to do a lot to get in at like 18 cents. The complexity of sniping coins. Now let's be real. You hear the success story, but you don't hear how many times coin snipers fail and get it on a coin and it doesn't pan out. So people like that probably make millions of dollars. They also probably lose a lot of millions of dollars on the failed ones. So it's kind of like one of those things that you hear the big stories about people making a lot of money. And it's never you or someone you know. It's always just like somebody online. Somebody that's really smart, but they have a business out of it. You know, like it's all algorithmic at that point. It's all bots, snipe good coins. And they'll pick up on some of them and jump in on some of them and they'll fizzle out. And then every once in a while they'll hit a banger like Trump and make it all back and then some. You know, the people that made however many hundreds of millions of dollars right now, they probably lose $1 million each time they try a coin. So it probably might cost them $20, $30 million a year to do that business, if that makes any sense to you. It's not like they just woke up and was like, oh, Trump's it, let's go. They do that as a business, and they're always sniping coins with increasing market cap. And, obviously you lose it off, you're wrong. So it's just it's not an attainable thing for someone to say, man, I wish I would have gotten it in 18 cents. That's not going to be you. You got to have that capital and have $1 million that you're willing to waste on a coin that fizzles out. You know what I'm saying? So someone's up like 50K because you're holding since 2017. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with doing that as an investor. That's pretty good. The thing is that like as a businessman or a trader, I have to compare my options. So like I'm up 50K since Friday, if that makes sense, just trading futures. So for me, it's the greater push. So if I have something that's going to go up like 5% and something that's going to go up 50%, I got to trade with the thing that's going to go up a little bit higher. Does that make sense? They're both good investments. It's just the better investment. Like I think Bitcoin and crypto are great investments. I think now they're not the best investments, but they're good. There are other things that are going to move up much faster. So that's my that's always been my point. Yeah, like basically like savings for the long haul. I'm still kind of a little sick. Well, I mean, I have to ask you guys a question. Like on pay, okay, let me ask you a question. Like, as far as your up and down, it only matters on what you gain on a percent. So like year over year, what do you guys think that you gain on Bitcoin, like our crypto investment now? Because my thought is, as far as day trading goes, indices are so much more liquid and futures are so leveraged. I mean, I'm popping 6 figures a week. I mean, that's sometimes, on my best weeks here on the stream. It's like, that's with like, if I'm wrong, it doesn't go to zero, right? If I get at the wrong spot, I don't get rug pulled. The trading is much easier because I'm not trading with like my heart in my throat thinking like, oh shit, it's going to crash to zero if I'm wrong. Everybody, hey, don't forget to hit that like button. We're here on a day off. Everyone hit that like button. Don't forget, bottom right. I think Turbo Ram is right. It's inevitable from a practical perspective we'll have some sort of digital currency. I agree. I agree. I think that the future is going to be digital currency. The question is, which one? Ethereum, Solana, Bitcoin. I mean, one that hasn't even been invented yet. Imagine the government's like, yep, we're going with digital currency, but we're going to make our own. Just imagine the implications that would have on every other major crypto. Would just basically fall to zero. You know, Trump and Elon, they're like, you know, we're creating a whole new blockchain infrastructure. This will be the American standard. The reason I'm not investing now is for fear of that. Does that make sense? Because the S&P is a diverse thing. One company can say, yeah, we're going to go bankrupt, but the other 499 companies are fine. It's like you're putting all your eggs in one basket if you pick any kind of coin, even if you diversify. You don't know which one is going to be the standard, or even if the one that's going to be the standard hasn't even been invented yet. So there's a very high probability that all your investments go to zero. And that's the reason I'm not investing now. I need to see the utility, and then I'm invested for life. I'll put a significant portion of my income and revenue into the new digital currency standard once it's been stated. But it's not a smart investment decision to guess. Because even if you guess and guess right, you'll just be slightly more of a millionaire than me. I'd rather take the safer bet to wait for the utility and know what it is, right? That's my thought on it. So that's why I'm like standoffish on the whole crypto thing right now, because I make a boatload in futures anyways. And I'm not ready to invest yet. And even at that time, I would invest and not trade, because futures have all the tax benefits in the world. And again, you don't know if crypto's ever going to be taxed or what they'll tax yet. If it's going to be like regular capital gains. We'll have 60-40 rule like futures, you know, so I'm ready to invest the moment I know what to invest in. I'll be in. I'll be like pumping my opinions all over the world. Like, this is the time. This is it. This is crypto now. You guys know me. I'm always in at the right time. I'm never speculative. I'm never like, here's the dip. You guys know me. I'm like, as far as my calls on the right time to do something, I always seem to get it, you know. I call the tops, I call the bottoms pretty accurately, timing wise. I'm pretty good at that. That flu is terrible, dude. I've had it for a month and a half now. It's crazy. Governments have already said they'll have their own currency. At U.S. Digital, you have to purge your cash for a certain period of time. I know this from an insider. The Fed has already mentioned U.S. digital coins are coming to go back. Well, they have to, because the Treasury, it costs so much money to run the Treasury, to print coins, to print money, to fight counterfeiters. I mean, it's a huge loss to the government. It was very expensive to run the Treasury and the paper money standards and all that stuff. They have to constantly, you know, be in the space race with counterfeiters and buy the materials, make the money, distribute the money, destroy the money. It's a lot of waste, right? Digital has a lot less waste. So it's inevitable, yeah. I mean, there's no way it's not going to go there. What happens if Bitcoin miners stop mining after next halving? Yeah. I never understood the idea of having a fixed supply of something. Never understood that. That to me was always weird. Melania coin. How's it doing today? How's the Trump coin doing, by the way? Let's check it out. Oh, Melania went from the 13, then down to 7, then the 13, then down to 7. I had some random kids picking fights with me on Twitter. It's so weird that people do that. Y'all watch me trade every day. Y'all know I know my shit. But I was like, you know, it's the idea that I present to you guys is y'all hear about stuff here and here. And people are like, generational wealth. You're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. The only people that made the millions of dollars were the people that did the complex sniping and got in when it was like pennies. They're the ones that made all the money. They're the ones that made the big wins. Other people like average folks or traders on Twitter probably made 2 to 4x their money. That's basically it. Unless you had a sniping strategy, which is a huge, huge, huge business, like as an expense. You have to use bots. You have to always be scraping the blockchain and looking at things that are like overnight. Oh, all this volume's flooding into this coin. All this market cap's being created. Something weird. Investigate it. Okay, is it real? Is it secure? Is it safe? Who made the project? And you're like, there's a whole system of being the person to get in here. It's not just like open your app, someone's tweeting about it, let's get in. By the time people are tweeting about it, it's here. The people that made the money made it here before it's even on the chart. So you must invest a significant amount of time and resources to be able to be like a coin sniper. And for every $1 million that you plant in Trump at 18 cents to make 300 million by the time it gets here, you're doing that for every coin that hits that criteria, right? Hoping for a Trump. And every other one that you did goes to zero. They all lose. And so you're kind of like lose a million, 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 and do that 50 times and you made 350. That's the real story of the people that made hundreds of millions of dollars trading Trump. It's not some fucking schmuck on social media that got in there, or sorry, that got in here. It's someone that got in here at the start and maybe 2x, 3x their money. That's the real story of the majority of people that did win, which is still a small portion of the people. But then they're like, easy money, no drawdown. It's so easy. And they say that here, and they're tweeting it here and trying to draw people into their communities, join my Discord, join my Telegram. And then all of a sudden, like an hour later, it just crashes half its value. And then now it recovered half its value. It's like, this right here is why I don't day trade this stuff. This doesn't do that. Imagine losing half of your money in 30 minutes. What that does to your brain. What was that? How that feels right in your stomach. So like my girlfriend calls me last night. She's like, my medical director is talking about Trump coin. And I told her, I was like, yep, that's the top. She's like, what do you mean? She's like, what is Trump coin? And I was like, okay, your medical director, how old is he? And she's like, well, he's like in his 60s. And I go, and is he a trader? No, but he was asking someone about it. And then they downloaded this app last night. And I'm like, yep, that's the top. 100% the top. Let me get some more water. I'll be right back. Once the normies step in, asking their friends how to download the app so they could buy the crypto. That's the end of the move. That's the end. Once the least, I'm saying this person's not intelligent. This person's very intelligent. But once the least intelligent investors step up to the plate, it's the end. End of the move. Because they read on social media all these jokers that are like, generational wealth. Look at this guy that made this money. And the person that made that money is never anyone you know. It's never you, number one. It's never you. It's never anyone you know. And it will never be you because you don't have $1 million to waste at every coin that comes out. If you did, it will be you. The people that do this professionally. It's a handful of people that are like professional snipers on this stuff. Average folks like you, if you got in on the first night and the first day at midnight when people were talking about it or whenever it was, you maybe 1x to 10x your money on this wave alone. The average people that got in after the jokers are out there saying generational wealth, they're going to make all this money, blah, blah, blah. You're stupid. Why you FUD? You're just mad because you didn't make anything. And I'm just like, what they're doing is trying to boost. They're trying to promote positive energy around their pump. That's it. And they don't like anyone that doesn't support that because they only make their money if the greater sucker steps in. Like this is the ninja over here that makes the money, right? That's a ninja. It's a ninja headband. Over here makes the money. This is the guy with the top hat on. Like the smarter crypto investor. And like, you know, this is like somebody's old grandpa over here. Oh, I heard about this crypto thing. Oh, it's generational wealth. Let me get in. And that was like last night, right at, you know, right here. He's downloading the app, getting ready to invest. Why? Because jokers on Twitter over here, it's generational wealth. Get in now. You got to do it. You got to do it. Because all they're doing is looking for you to provide exit liquidity. As a matter of fact, some dude was, I don't know, some rando dude who had a stream of like 5 people, literally 5 people, was like arguing with me on Twitter, calling me out. And I was like, this is not generational wealth from here. It was if you were the ninja, yeah, but over here it's stupid. And you're promoting dangerous things that some old guy is going to read on Twitter right here and download an app, put all their money in, and this is not where it's going to make the wealth from. So people should understand that you had to do this to make the big money. You might 2x from $50 and $40. Hell, you might have made 50% on a trade if you bought that dip. Heck, you might have made 40%, 30% if you bought that dip. You know, that's not big though. And that's not generational wealth for most people who now can get it from Coinbase and Robinhood. Right? So it's kind of like, I always fight that mentality of the people that pump it from here because they're misleading the public. And innocent people get in right here thinking, oh, it's the next big thing. No, it isn't. Yet if you weren't here for the snipe and you weren't here for like the first maybe 18 hours of this, you shouldn't play the game. You shouldn't play this game. There's no win here. It's a start. Yeah, it's a start, but now it's like going to trade like a stock, right? Once the liquidity piles in from normal people, it's just going to trade like a stock. It's going to trade nice and steady. It's not doing this anymore, guys. Like that's the point. This right here, once something gets listed on exchange, remember when Bitcoin futures got listed on the exchange back in, I think it's 2017, right? Bitcoin rallied up until the moment it got listed on the exchange, and then it collapsed out. Once that liquidity is there for investors and investment banks to get in on that thing, then it's sold off. That was the big crash in like 2017 or whatever. So these are all the mechanics of that liquidity comes in. Once the liquidity comes in, it's going to lack the ability to rocket straight up anymore. It doesn't have that. People right now are like, oh my God, it could be like 200 by tomorrow or 300 by tomorrow. It's not. It's found its liquidity and it's just going to move. It's probably going to go higher, but just like any stock, right? So that's if you want to understand like what's the fact of like what it is going on, right? It's fun to think about. It is. But I have to be the voice of reason to tell people from here, it's just going to trade like a normal thing. Like it's like a, you know, do I think it's going to go up? Hell yeah, I think it's going to go up. You know, it could be months before it hits $70 again. That's what I feel. That's the way I feel. You know what I'm saying? Can my strategy work on Bitcoin futures? If Bitcoin futures has a risk interval, a margin requirement, we should be able to calculate the risk interval at least. Everything is going up. But the thing is that from here, it's not like it's going to be straight up anymore. You have to get in on the thing when it's time to get in. And the Melania thing, like, you know, it's like, if you invest in a $9 stock, you might get $10, $11, $12 within weeks or so, you know. And that's a decent trade for a swing trade if you're playing the momentum. But like the idea that people are like pushing this, like it could be $20 by tomorrow, are absolutely idiotic. So everything's going to go up. And right now is a good time to get in on pretty much anything. Ooh, okay, speaking of getting out of anything, let's take a look at the S&P. We already hit the DD band, which is like the exit point of my trade normally. Let's take a look. Hit that yellow line, we're below it. Remember, stock market closes in 3 hours, so you guys have to remember, if you want to get in on these coins, learn how to do sniping. But the problem is you're going to have a big pool of money that you chop up and throw them at different coins, hoping for a Trump, a once in a lifetime kind of thing. And what people don't tell you is how much they lost before they made their millions in Trump. They got to be so far in the hole doing this because you had to, maybe you have a banger every once in a while, but for every one that wins, I bet you they got 20 to 50 of them that fail. And that's totally fine because it's a very executable strategy, especially in penny stocks. There's a lot of people that diversify by investing in hundreds of penny stocks, just hoping that one takes off. But the problem is it takes a lot of money and you type a lot of money for a lot of time to win. And there's only a few people that execute that kind of strategy. So the problem is that this move in Trump is going to create a lot of telegrams and Discord channels of people that are like, buy my newsletter, I'll tell you how to win the next one, right? So it creates idiots try to follow other idiots, I'm going to tell you, Trump is not going to $70 again today, tomorrow, this week, this month, maybe. It's going to rally like everything else. But the hype machine is over. Like, the part that makes it go straight up is over. That's the reality of trading. I mean, once liquidity steps in, it lacks the volatility to push it up really fast because that's what that imbalance creates, that move, right? It's not going to happen again. So a lot of them have ridiculous fees that eat you alive. Oh, really? See, I didn't even know that. Can you explain how I watch the VIX or out of control markets? Yeah. VIX is a liquidity map. You can watch on any ETF. Like, oh, shoot, markets closed. That's right. Hold on one second. Let me re-log in here. Here, go here. You guys want to get into our community? Hold on. Go here. Like, the promo codes are all baked in. It's half price for the first month, but it comes with our trading platform. It's more like it comes with everything. Hey, if you guys have recently taken the course, do you mind going and leaving a review? Maybe like on today's day off. I'd love for y'all to go leave a review. If you go to my purchases, do me a favor. Guys, whoever just asked, Hong, there's that link right there is the link to get into the Discord. We're one of the largest and most active futures trading Discords on planet Earth. So feel free to check it out. It's a huge community there. Yeah. I think crypto is a great investment. I think it's as far as trading goes, where you're just trading imbalances. If you get in at the right crypto, like it's kind of like this. The S&P, you can make 50 to 100K a day S&P with 50K in your pocket. Yeah, you can leverage that 100%, 200%, 300% on a daily basis if you wanted to. Even you can leverage like 20x in futures if you want. The ability to make money is there trading anything. The taxes are great. So but the thing is that every once in a while you'll get like a crypto event like this weekend where for a couple of days crypto can like outpace the ability to leverage S&P. Like you could just buy a coin and it by itself is up 50 or 100% with no leverage. You could double your money. That's why in like small bursts, switching to crypto trading is not bad. As far as investing goes, it's not a terrible investment. I mean, I believe it's the future. But as far as like locking my money up in something now, all I'm going to do is wait to hear what like the US standard is going to be. Like if we have to pay income tax, like the Trump doesn't get rid of the IRS, what cryptocurrency the IRS allows you to pay your taxes in? Whatever the IRS says now accepting Ethereum. That's the one that's going up, right? So the minute that I hear something like that is the minute I throw my money into the right place. And then I'll be like at most a couple of hours late to the party. But I'm always listening for that opportunity. My fear with parking money now is that even if I'm a day or two late to the trade and you're 5 years early, we're both millionaires. And that's what people don't understand, except I'm more of a millionaire at that point in life because I didn't wait 5 years not making gains on other things. And this is going to be the strongest bull market we've ever seen. So everything's going to go up. You can't really pick a loser. So my whole hesitation with crypto is that I don't want to park my money somewhere that's going to move slower or possibly move to zero and have to diversify for the one thing that goes. I'd rather just be like a day or two late. You guys might have got millions of dollars ahead of me, but I also will make millions of dollars being a day late. That's like my same opinion of a bear market. I've always tell people like I'm always bullish the market most of the time. And when a bear market happens, I'm always a day late to a bear market. That's it. And then the S&P did this for like a month. Okay, there's no like getting in a month early, like to say, look, I'm right. You guys are all wrong. And then all of a sudden it's like, see, I told you I was right. And I'm like, oh yeah, you were right. Cool. I'll join the party here. Like there's a time to join the party. You don't want to miss out. I've learned in my like, as I've gotten older, it's so easy to make money the smarter that you get. You have so many, the more money you have, the easier it is to make money as well. You have more opportunities to invest in. The question is, you have to compare which one's going to turn out to make more money on your investment. As I got older and had more money and more assets and things like that, it wasn't like this thing's going to make you rich. All things will make you rich. And now it comes down to a race is what makes you more rich. And that's kind of where I am with like thinking about my investment now. Timing is so impeccable for like end of life wealth. You have to make sure that what you're in, you're not like if that news comes out, like they're saying, yeah, now accepted every major grocery store and, you know, super easy, you know, JP Morgan Chase has got like, get your, you know, your Bitcoin credit cards now, you know, it's like, that's the time to get in. Like when you start hearing buzz about that. And then it's gonna rocket like as the institutions pick it up, and I'll be in that ride, and I'll be like the one singing its praises. But I'll miss out on so much money not investing that in other things. Right now is the best time to like invest in equities. This is the time. This is the mode, man. Not equities, but like basically like any kind of asset really. This little dip in the housing market, you know, if you want to buy a house, this is the time to do it. It's bad, but it's not going to get any better. You know, it's opportunity cost, as Timmy said. So yeah, I'm a huge supporter of crypto. I'm just a big naysayer to some of the mechanics, like the generational wealth nonsense. The idea is not like a handful of people that happens to. It's not attainable by most people. Or the traders who are like, I knew what to do. You guys should follow me. You know, homeboy that was trolling me got really quiet the moment it started tanking because they have no clue. They had no argument. They had nothing. They get all hyped up in the wave. Remember, I remember making my first 6 figures in trading as well. It was very exciting. And you go out there like, you know, if you're in your 20s and it's your first big win, I'm sure that like somebody like that is extremely excited. But like, you know, you're also naive. So, really nothing right now. I made my long trade today and I closed out. Oh wait, you want us to get a picture of what I made today? Hold up. Hold on. Yeah, it's today. I don't know, how much is that? Uh, 4, 7, 10, 16, 18, 20, 2, 3, 4, 25, 26, 7, 27, 2, 9, 29, 4. 30. It's like 32,000. I am like 3 days for my next payout. Right now, I'm not waiting on anything. I'm just kind of observing the market. Market closes at half day today, or halt. So we halt half day in futures until Globex opens, reopens again for pre-market at 15 o'clock. Trade setup I made. So basically yesterday, it's kind of funny. I posted liquidity map overnight. Sorry, I posted hedge pressures overnight, and I longed there. I literally longed there, and I redid the calculation because I realized I made an error, which actually was there, and then I was like, oh crap, I can't believe I'm long. I could lose this money. So all I did was set a stop and hold on to it. I was like, you know what? I'll just commit. If I stop, I'll hit it again and then be long, and then I went to bed. I woke up with money. You know what I'm saying? Most of that was live this morning. Or half of that, sorry. Half of that was live last night. The other half was live today. So I made one trade last night. And one trade this morning. It's our 30-day trough for the Discord. It's 50. It's half price, so it's $99. Hold on. You only understand every second word. My bad. Dude. So in our Discord, our bot. So what we calculate is a very important piece of data, and so in our Discord, we calculate something based on options. I use the trade futures. Essentially, there's a bot that posts a number of futures every night. Here. These orange lines are like monthly levels, basically. These are based on monthly options distribution, and in futures, we look at the orange one here, 59.95, 20 on 461. So let me grab the, let me put this line here. So every day this line comes out, and 90% of days when the Globex opens, which is here, 90% of days will stay on the same side of orange. So I always reverse off of orange. So when I did the calc, I forgot to update something, and the calculation was incorrect there. So I actually got really lucky on this. I longed here, and then I revised the calc, and I go, oh crap, that calc's actually wrong. And the minute I realized that, I go, oh, you know what? I could fall, another 60 points. Let me go ahead and set a stop, and then I'll take another long there. And I just held on. Got lucky on that. But the market is so bullish. I mean, I said in January 6th, all three of our greater market indicators are bullish. We have three major tools that tell you if it's a bull market or not. January 6th, we're the first people to call it. I could show it to you tomorrow when the market's open. When the indicators are firing off. Get that to you. Yeah, you got to check out our Discord and actually come to our courses. We're gonna do one today, 3:30. We do a trading masterclass boot camp that is by far the best thing we do, and so you guys come to that. But basically, I longed off of the wrong number, and then I realized I made a mistake. I set a stop, and I was gonna long there if it tapped it. What's the difference between the two? Yeah, so the 20 days class is just the classes, Hong. But it doesn't come with the tool. If you're interested in doing everything, get the bigger package. The classes are just like for someone that wants an intro, but usually after the first class or two, people are like, okay, I want to get the platform too. Because you want to be able to like play with the tools and learn how they work. Like today, for an example, why did I trade right to this green line? Where did it come from? This green line was drawn yesterday at 5 o'clock. What does it mean? What does it do? Why is that green line predictable, highest volume pivot of the session, right? How was I able to calculate where the highest volume would be a day ago? It's pretty impressive, right? Well, there's some math to this, is all it is. And the idea is you might want to come here and play with it and look at it and while you're learning it yourself. So get the one that has everything, because most people will get the class and then want to upgrade. But the other one has a really good deal right now. It's 50% off first month, and then the second month is $159. It used to be $200 a month. So we're doing $40 off, locked in. You need to get it, so. Is there a channel where I can post where I entered long and short? No. I could, but I don't. I refuse to give handouts to people. I don't care how much they pay me. I'm the one trader out there that doesn't do a signal service because I think signal services are stupid, and I think people that want a signal service are even more stupid than I am if I had one. Not saying you are, but signal services are stupid people that want to follow stupid people. I am completely militaristic in my style of teaching you how to do this yourself. I have zero desire to make any of you rich. I don't care. I don't care to hand people trades, walk people to the end. I've my entire life I've refused to have a signal service. That's it. I never will, and never. And that's a good question. I could. This is where I got in. This is where I got out. But the closest I do is let you guys watch me trade live. That's a great question though. Or at least market dart. Well, yeah. So I do the trade live. You can watch it live. You love when I leave it cold like that. So I could. You can ask me, or you can just watch live. Every trade I make, I do. So like today's, for example, I longed here, and I closed out like right here. That's it. Overnight, another reason why I don't go after the fact and post the trades I did make, simply because you can just watch the YouTube. I longed here and I exited like right here, something like that. Like it's about 3 in the morning, 2 or 3 in the morning. Right when the European session opened. So yeah, I can talk about my trades. Usually what happens, and this is good. When you guys come to the classes every day at 3:30, I do go over the trades I did make. So that's where you're going to learn that. Vincat, a great question, buddy. Everyone's like, where's your signals room? Where's your alert service? And I'm like, see ya. You want to learn how I do, like what trades I did. So the courses every day in the afternoon, we'll do it. Our classes are $1 a piece. So we charge nothing for it. Nice sales pitch. Yeah. So it's like, most people are like, join my room, I'll make you money. I'm like, join my room. I don't care if you make money. I care if I make money. Like, I'm not going to give you free money on a plate. Are you kidding me? Oh, no, baby. It's a zero-sum game. Every man for himself. But jokes aside, I do care that you guys don't lose your money. I definitely care about that. But starting a signal service and handing people trades, I would be spitting in the face of, 15 years of my hard work to do this for a living, just to hand it out to average folks like some Robinhood, $100 a month. I don't sound like that's worth my time. But I will teach you how to be a warrior in this market. I will teach you how to survive and be better than other people. I've always been that way. Guess I'll learn for myself. We're up at 3 to catch up. Well, I stayed up. So I knew the market was bullish because all of our indicators are bullish Friday. Greater market is bullish. Trump's coming to office. There's a lot of executive orders. I knew he's going to come in and start making things better. When he was willing to negotiate with TikTok, I knew he was willing to negotiate on the tariffs thing. This is tariffs. I knew it was going to be bullish. And so with that, I always buy off of orange. When I miscalculated, orange was right there. I bought, and once I realized it was there, I was like, oh crap, I'm in the wrong spot. I still held on and put stop, and I ultimately run. So when I trade somewhere, I have 6 different types of exit targets. This is one of them. Why I exited here was simply because I always trade till the next event. An event is either touching a high volume pivot where liquidity is found or times on the calendar. An event in this particular session is European markets are opening and Asian markets are closing here. Europe is opening there. So I got the move. I closed out right when that volume kicked up. I just hit the exit button. I trade from moment to moment, event to an event. So, Venkat, what I'll do for you, come to today's class. Here, go here. I want everybody to sign up for the master class. There's a reason, like, I want you guys, while we're chilling here, to read the reason. I want everybody that hasn't left a review, can you do me a favor and leave a review? Leave a review today on your day off. That'd be so helpful to us. $20 a month. That's it for the classes. It's a class a day for $1. It's meant to be free, and we make you pay $1 so you pay attention to it. It's free. Otherwise, this is a boot camp that lasts 20 days, and we get to day 20 and we start over. And there's a reason that every single person that's gone through it has left a 5-star review. Not even playing about this. Let this be the sales pitch, though. We're real with you guys here. I'm going to teach you that millionaire profitability mindset to have. Like, if you're going to trade and that's your goal, there's a mindset you need to have. That's why I'm so rough with people. I'm like, signal service. I'm like, no, I'm not like, no, thanks. There's no signal service. I'm just like, people who want a signal service are idiots. Like, that's the Wall Street you need to hear. People are like, no, bro, join my group. I'm going to make you money. We're going to make all this money. Just follow my trades. People say that stuff. And I know that path leads to nothing but failure. But I'm going to tell you, I can't guarantee this, but I'm going to tell you, of any educational program out there, I know more people come out of ours better off than anybody else. 10 years of doing this, and there's not a single bad review online about what we do. Not one. After 10 years. Imagine having a restaurant for 10 years and not a single person's written a bad review about it. Not one. Isn't that crazy? Because we're the one group that makes you put in the work. We know what to do. We break you down. We rearrange what you think about the markets, and we create soldiers. Oh, you're Venkat. We do have a Venkat. I know you, dude. If you're the Venkat that's been here for a while. Zoom class, yeah, later today. Every class is recorded and saved. Yep. The tool is something that works with TradingView. So we built on TradingView. We're like a separate version of TradingView. So you get the entire tool like this. We developed off of TradingView. Now, do I want to buy this dip or not? That's a question. Oh, I don't think this market's going to sell off at all. That's the real question. This is 6074. What is that? I like this flat candle thing here. I did my thinkorswim freeze. Is that what that is? I don't even know what that is. Just pop one on this dip. Just gambling on just one account. I'm not touching this with my others. Jump officially goes into office in an hour and a half. TradingView can't handle liquidity map. TradingView is not as powerful as our platform. That's why we couldn't do it. Believe it or not. I would love to develop it for other platforms, but the problem is we had to develop a platform because other platforms couldn't support the data that we have to crunch for this. So we had to actually, let me tell you what we had to create. That's why I had to build a whole platform. So we get the raw, to calculate our liquidity maps and everything, we get the raw options data from Opera. So you can't even get this data crunched in something like TradingView. TradingView grabs data, it sends it to the platform, and then you can grab data with PineScript and create an indicator. But what we have is we have like a whole army of machines, like a whole army of computers that actually just crunch the options data to give usable outputs that then feed our what we call our black boxes. And our black boxes calculate the liquidity maps. And then the black boxes themselves feed the data to the platform. So all these indicators are streamed live to the platform, believe it or not. So our platform is not even calculating the indicator. We had to actually invent a process, and I'm patenting this, to calculate financial data, like basically any kind of financial data, into an output that is WebSocket streamed to the platform itself. So all of our technical indicators or any kind of indicator that we have are actually streamed to the platform instead of calculated in the browser, because TradingView couldn't even do that. It's not even designed to be able to do that. So I invented a process that you see, like right here, these sockets are connected to. Just like candle data streams to your platform, we live stream the indicators, all the indicators, resilience, DD band, all of that. None of them are calculated in the platform, by the way. So I have a server-based process, and we actually created a coding language called RocketScript, and we're supposed to we're on slow roll right now at the marketplace, but this year we're going to roll out the ability for people to create indicators in our platform server side, so you can create more complex tools like this using server code, because what happens is it can crunch more data faster with the power we have than a browser. Like if you try to run something like this in TradingView, not only does it not have the options data or the ability to process it, a browser could not at all process that data fast enough, and it would lock up and completely halt and standstill. This is one of the most complex trading algorithms that exist, period, for retail. And it requires servers to do the calculations because your experience would slow down. So basically, no matter what you do, you have the same experience as everyone else. The platform's nice, it's smooth. It's because all this data is being streamed to you. And so I actually invented that. So just FYI. So we have, we're about to, we talk about registration, filing patent, everything for server-based trading platform architecture. So you'd be creating indicators on, basically we're going to create a local version and a server version. So if you want to create indicators to sell them, you want them to be on the server side. Like PineScript, for example, just takes whatever data that comes into the platform, like candle data, for instance, candle data, right? Stock ticker data. And then PineScript is just a JavaScript-based, browser-based language that just grabs data and then creates pictures out of it. It's basically all it does. It manipulates the data, and you can create indicators or whatever, and that's it. That's it, and it draws it in the browser. The more complex your PineScript is, the slower your browser can be. And you're kind of susceptible to people not having fast enough computers and stuff. But with our technology, you don't have to have a fast computer because you're not doing any calculations. Your only throttle is your internet connection, how fast the data can get to you. So even with the slow computer, RocketScooter performs at peak performance because it's server-based. So with that being said, we're going to make the idea two different ways. Number one is we're going to create a local version so that you can grab data and create your own indicators locally without having to make a server or whatever. We're going to create another thing is that if you want to make a business and sell your indicators in RocketScooter, we have a server-based and a local-based version that we're going to do. So server-based, what the benefits of that are, is that you can code your stuff under lock and key on a server that only you have access to. For example, a TradingView, PineScript code is local in the browser. Now I think it's encrypted in a fashion or obfuscated some way such that you can hide certain features of the code, but the data, the source code is being transmitted to the user, and it's only a matter of time before a hacker can open it up and there goes your super secret sauce. That's what we say. But in our technology, your code never leaves a server. It stays on a server. It's impenetrable by a user of the platform. They're just getting the output. They're just getting numbers that come to you, the outputs. They're not getting the code. TradingView gets the code. It's stored locally, and then it's crunching the numbers in the browser. Ours, we crunch it over here. So businesses find this to be a little more lucrative because their indicators aren't leaked, right? That's what we made. To code and sell indicators, if you, like Tab, I would get with you and other friends once we release that. If you guys were to code and sell your stuff on our platform, we just take a small cut of the sales. That's the way our business model would work on that. I mean, that's just like any other platform out there that would do the same thing. As an enterprise solution, there might be an enterprise fee, like a monthly enterprise fee. It would create your host, right? The server and everything to run everything on. But it wouldn't be expensive. It would be on the magnitude of like hundreds to 1,000 a month at the most. It wouldn't be like tens of thousands a month. It'd be like, and it would cover like your data and all kind of other stuff too, enterprise level stuff. So you're talking hundreds to maybe 1,000 at the most. We haven't done the pricing model yet, but something like that. And then of course, like it would be, we would have a website, you'd be on the marketplace that we have, you'd be able to list your indicators. We would automatically give people access. We'd have a license server that we'd manage for you and all that stuff to give people access to take it away if they don't pay. You just connect your Strike. And I mean, it's all set up. I'm piloting the whole process right now. And it's working just fine. The coding language, right now our staff kind of took a break for the holidays. And so everybody just came back in full force. We have a few more repairs we need to make on the platform. And then after that, the RocketScript language is going to come out. The local version will be for our members. So you can get it as an add-on to your existing membership for whatever it would be. Like maybe another $10 a month or something as an add-on. And you could just have the language to code your own indicators to like share with your friends or locally on your own platform. RocketScript is already finished. We already created the coding language. All of RocketScooter's indicators right now are coded in RocketScript. Liquidity math, everything. Python runs the majority of the math. RocketScript runs the majority of the platform server interface and then they have the display. Oh, let's do the Trump inauguration. Let's go. Let's watch it live. Where can we watch this? It's around YouTube.
With smart saving strategies from MidFirst, we can make this fun.
Is RocketScript similar to Python? No, it's RocketScript is going to be similar to like PineScript. It's essentially a JavaScript based. Coach Bogey, you don't need anything on TradingView to get our platform at all. We're our own version of TradingView. You just need our sub, Bogey. You can cancel when you get our platform. You can cancel your TradingView. They don't even need it. Wouldn't C++ be faster for calculating? It depends. The raw power C++ is good, but it's very much like not one of the best languages to use these days. It's very old. It's not compatible with a lot of things anymore. And that the architecture of like which coding language is something that that does go a little bit over my head. So like beyond capabilities of why I know the minute differences of the two, but the reason we didn't go with anything like that is because of compatibilities, as per my advisory from my head of development. Python is a more, it's more useful, I think, in the modern day. C# is really good. Oh wait, somebody's asking for something. Yeah, how do I? Let's find the Trump inauguration. Here we go.
These events do appreciate being inside, but again, that's what has upended years of planning.
Oh my God, how do I hide the live chat? I'm literally only trading in one account. That's it, just one. Cadillac commercial ongoing. That's hilarious. Oh my God, look at this. I didn't even notice that. It'd be so funny if the market were to just like randomly crash for whatever reason, like Trump is inaugurated and then market dips and then rallies. The updates on my Top Step challenge. I haven't really been doing much of the Top Step. I've been sick all month. And when like ETF had their 90% off sale, I was trying to make sure that they got more focus than talking about Top Step. I'm going to commit to doing Top Step probably in about a week or two. Now that I'm feeling better, you know, Top Step's going to require more of my focus. I'm trying to get on leaderboard, and I want to put it front and center when I do it. Victor, just post him in the Discord. I love how there's just like not a lot of volatility right now in the market. It's good. Because remember, like the first time Trump got elected, the market just literally crashed and then turned around and rallied. There's not a little bit of selling pressure or just off a technical pull off of the upper DD bands, but other than that, there's like not a lot of pressure. This is dip to get. That's why I bought. I normally don't make the same trade twice, but why the hell not, right? I don't fucking care. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Nancy Pelosi's options trades on Twitter. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's see if I want to do like. This is gonna be great. Am I trading the European session? I did last night, yeah. I bet you they all feel richer today, all the Trumps. Just doing some scalps right now. Okay. All right, so we're going to pick up the boot camp at 3:30 today. So everybody make sure you sign up for it. And don't forget, use your day off to leave a review. I want you guys to leave some reviews for us today. If you've done the boot camp or any bit of the boot camp, we'd love to hear your voice. We don't have hedge pressures, we don't have liquidity maps. So here I am just doing retracements. Okay. All right, Victor. I'll check it out. Yeah, I think Bitcoin is definitely going to be bullish, just like the majority of the market's bullish. I think this is a good environment for everything to be bullish in. What's the president of FIFA doing there? Dude, I'm telling you, man, the new administration is fun. This is going to be a fun time to actually like politics. If you think about it, politics are always boring. And now when you look at like just the people Trump is surrounding himself with, it's just like, it's hilarious. I wouldn't even like, I mean, he might like appoint John Cena to his cabinet. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like the people that are, it's just so many characters. It's fun, you know? Yes, I brought Hulk Hogan to my cabinet. You know, like just like, it's gonna be like a cast of characters, man. It's gonna be fun. I mean, he's there. You just can't see him, right? He's woke and speaks Chinese. Oh. Chuck Norris was there. Oh, I forgot I'm still in a trade. I'm gonna hold this until close. I'm just gambling right now. But like the market's down, so we don't have liquidity maps, we don't have anything. I already took my long trade. I've made 2 long trades today. Right now, I'm getting in on this dip just to close out higher. Market closes in about, or halts in about 2 hours. So this is the Tuesday session. So, you know, I can hold the position through the halt because the market isn't technically closing. So I'm just grabbing the dip just to see if I get something. Just with 1 contract and 1 account right now. That's it. Foxhole? Yes, you can actually. You can trade directly through Rocket Scooter if you have a CQG account. So any broker that works with CQG, with the exception of Tradeovate, it's the only one that Tradeovate doesn't allow other third-party connections outside of TradingView's the one exception. So Tradeovate's like cut off everybody. That's their business decision of theirs. But anybody, Phillip, Dorman, Iron Beam, Cunningham, Robbins, Edge Clear, AMP. I use my AMP account here. We can trade directly through the platform. There's a DOM. You can exit, you can put in orders, everything. Yeah, we added that feature last year. We just put out a new patch last night. Let me take a note of that. That's redundant text on the platform. Element.
See a lot of Elon Musk today. He will be speaking at the grade sorts inside Capital Arena later
Any prop firm supporting CQG? No, that's the problem with prop firms. None of them support CQG, with the exception of, I heard, Take Profit, I think, is the one that does. That's what I got to investigate. Because CQG doesn't have auto liquidation built in. So weird. Now, again, if you guys have like technical questions like that, always ask me. Rhythmic has auto liquidation built in, so does TradingView. CQG does not. So like so these prop firms require that so that they're, for their risk models and stuff. So none of them use it. That sucks, right? Trump don't like Pence. I'm glad that like 200 of you guys decided to come show up, even though it's like the market's closed. That's still kind of cool. We only have like 300 to 400 people here. It's like good that half of y'all showed up. I was thinking about doing an educational session, but we'll do it today. So everybody that's here, do me a favor. I'll let you all come to the class today just to make it worth your time. Go here. Everybody go here. I'll let everyone come to today's class for free. Just today's class, just to have something to do if y'all are bored. It's $20 a month for 20 classes. Each class is a different class. It's a regimen. It's a curriculum. It's very information dense. Read the reviews. I promise you guys. The reviews that everybody leaves, people are like, trust me. It's just like, you have to do this. People are very adamant on how much they love what it is we do here. Completely different than anything you've seen out there. Worth every penny. Like, the idea is that we have a course that's $1 a day. And so you guys are all getting a free $1. Come today. Go to the Discord. I just posted a link. And then at 3:30 today, I'll post a link. So go to the Discord. There is if you're not a member, there is a ask for help channel. Just go in there and type the word course, and then I'll know to send you the link. So 3:30 Eastern, yeah, 3:30 Eastern. So an hour before the market usually closes. Or sorry, not an hour, 30 minutes before market usually closes. And we record the classes, so. There are like 9 people there that are Elon's children, right? Dude, there's a little volatility on the Trump stuff. The market's like whipping around all over the place. Oh my word. Guys, this market, you can't get more bullish in this market. It is crazy bullish. So we have 3 indicators called the greater market. I made this post. The greater market is 3 quick indicators you can read to tell you the market's bullish or not. This is the market cap of the stocks. It's this ratio that's right here where I'm circling the top of my screen. Stock market's closed, so we don't have data today, but we'll have it tomorrow. If that number is greater than half, then the majority of the market cap is bullish. That's bullish for now. S&P above this orange line you see on my screen, and NASDAQ above the orange line you see on my screen. Where the hell did my orange line go? Let me draw it real quick. Oh, I reset my platform. That's why. 59.95. S&P is bullish for the month. Well. There's that retrace. Looking good. I just scalped the ranges. There's the profit. I know I took some drawdown on that one, but I don't trust big pop candles like that. I usually X out and profit it. The last thing is monthly maps that can give you a 3-month projection of the SPY using options. So we can use the monthly maps to find out how the options are going to change over time. And the monthly maps came out to be clear. So I'll show you just a quickie little trick This we have an indicator that can look 3 months into the future and SPY based on the options. When this gray box slows down, this light gray box slopes down. When they both slope down like this, it's a bull market. All three of our indicators pointed up. The stocks are bullish. The index ETF SPY is bullish on the month scale, and then the options of SPY are bullish on the 3 month scale. All three of them lined up on December the 6th when I made this post and said breaking news, bull market is back. January 6th. Here's a daily chart. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, we're so far ahead of everybody else in retail. It's like unreal. That's why our company's going viral. You know, we have doubled in size on our YouTube subscribers in like less than 2 months. Our YouTube stream has 3 times as many people in it in just the last 4 weeks. So it's been crazy, the growth. This is December 6th right here. We got the signal that the bull market was back. We got a repeat of the signal here on this day on the 15th. So 2 different times that the signal came through, stable, and then every day since then it's been stable. So we had bull signal, like those, all 3 of those market signals were bullish here. And then on this day, they were bearish. So it was like bullish and then bearish. Hint of bull, bull. So that's what it is. Jan 6th, I made a post. Jan 15th, I made a post. And look at that. Yeah, so trivia, you can see my trades up here at the top. And just so you guys know, if y'all want to see what it is I did today, come to the courses today and I'll detail all my trades for y'all. So you can see on my platform all the trades I make, but I mean here, look. Add it up. This is all my Apex accounts. I don't know. Somebody add that up. I'm lazy. The stock market is closed, so I just trade retraces. When stock markets are closed and futures markets move on halves, dude. I'll tell you, this is like one of the easiest things you'll learn from me. Come to the class. I'll detail this. I just do retraces. It's the simplest method to do scalping with no other additional information. So you can measure like halfway distance, right? Like this morning. The market is just overall, all 3 of those indicators I mentioned are bullish. So it's a bull market. So far, so good. I know it's a bull market. I'm trying to buy dips. So every single time the market dips, I'm getting in on the dip. Actually, right here is the dip. So I bought here, took the trade. Market has fallen, and then retrace half the distance, and I closed out. It's just trading middles. Is that like 30K? Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, so that's like 30K today. Just today. And my Apex. Thank you. So right now it's just the market has a little bit of volatility on the Trump thing. I'm just playing half distances. It's like it's not my normal trading strategy, but market's close. I don't have any other data. It's the easiest way to scalp with like limited data. Just on the 1 minute. It's nothing crazy. I'm looking for dips to buy. So right now, and another reason I exited is because I don't usually trust, without an event, I don't trust single tall candles that bump on big volume like that. That's typically an algorithmic play or a short squeeze, right? That just rebalances liquidity to the middle. So usually I'm in the trade, and then when you have that exhaustion candle, usually I'm out. Again, that's not my normal trading style. But, you know, anytime you get a quick dip without news to back it, I usually cover. If it retraces back down, I'll buy longs. Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for. Like all day, I'm just buying every dip. Normally, I exit my trade right here. My day usually ends when you touch those bands. So I don't normally trade for a second run. So on this dip, I just traded back to here. where I entered right there, I was going to trade it back up to the band because it took some drawdown. I traded it right back to there. Yeah, and closed out. Yeah. That's basically what Adrian's talking about. I wave like every hour. Pretty much I look on the hour and just do the retrace. Super simple. How much of that I get to take home? In Apex, I think it's like 90%. ETF's 90%. Apex is 100% of the first. I always get it backwards. Apex is 100% of the first 25K, and then ETF is 100% of the first 12.5K. Apex and Elite Trader Funding are very similar. Like they're in a league of their own compared to like Top Steps and others. So like there's two different styles of trader funding program. Some of them have really cheap evals with harder rules, and some of them have easier rules but more expensive evals. So if you are in the boat of wanting to get like the cheaper price and the 20 account funded. So Apex and ETF are both 20 accounts. You can do up to 20. Like Top Step, you can only do 5. And Top Step is more expensive, but it's easier to get through. They're all relatively hard, and it's easier comparatively. There's slightly fewer rules. I like them because they're cheap and they're easy to flip into profit. Top Step is a little more of an investment, and you have to take it slower, and it costs a lot more. Your 5 Top Step accounts are going to cost you, you know, was it like $175 an account? You're popping $1,000 for almost for 5 accounts with Top Step. But whenever you're doing 90% off at Apex for like, you know, $15 for an account, 20 accounts only cost you $300. It makes sense. I don't use trade copiers. I teach against that. For every bone in my body tells you not to do trade copiers. Trade them individually. You can use them you can use that to your advantage. Here's an example why you don't use trade copiers. Watch this. Today, I did this many times. I longed right there in the account you see on the screen. The market dipped. I longed right there in some more accounts. Market dipped. I longed in some other accounts. And then right up there, I closed out. Use your accounts to DCA. Like, that's the smartest way to do it. There's so many people that are good at the prop firm space that teach you that. Split your accounts, split your risk up. Even if one of them goes bust, the other one's going to make money. Your job is not to make as much money as you can. Your job in prop firms is to make what's called some money. You want to make something. That's the goal. So never risk all your accounts on one trade because you can't guarantee that's where you were right. Does that make sense? Top Step is on discount right now? Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Is there a code for that? Give me the code. I can tell people about it. Apex is slightly better rules. Top Step is the best rules of the 3. But they don't have sales. And they're very expensive. Yeah. No code needed. Oh, cool. Yeah, stick with fiddles 100%. Like, copy trading is like putting all your money in like all your eggs in one basket. Use it to your advantage. If you have like 3 or 4 different places to enter a trade, you're like, I have a strong pivot there. You've calculated them. Throw some of the accounts at one, some of the accounts the other, some of the accounts the other. If 2 of your accounts go bust and 8 of your accounts don't, that's what happens. The idea is to pass 20 accounts with Apex to go to PA and then walk away and getting paid out at like 5 or 10 of them. Trust me when I say these gurus who get paid out at 20 accounts are not doing that consistently. They might get their one big ass payout with that, but they're not walking away with 20. I mean, even like, remember Pat had like a $600,000 payout. That was only in like 9 or 10 accounts. It wasn't in 20 accounts. It's the same thing. You know, he trade copies though, but you can't expect all your 20 accounts to win. The idea is to have 20 and spread them out so that some of them pay out. And that literally is the rule. So many people that do this, that teach, that's the smartest way to do it. Does that make sense? if you're going to copy trade your 20, split it up into 4 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 4 and treat them all differently. They say it's a discount as a tactic. Oh, for real? Oh, I didn't know that. You're going to copy trade, start with 1. Yep. This is Tavern. Oh, what's up, dude? How you feel about trading on Tradeovate? I like Tradeovate. I like it a lot. I just don't like Tradeovate's business model anymore since they merged with Ninja. They have become exclusionary as a developer standpoint, as a man with a trading platform, as a leader of the community, running one of the biggest futures trading communities there is. I have a big voice to, you know, I got an itch that needs to scratch with Tradeovate. These guys are awesome, and I've been supporting them from day one. I've been Tradeovate's biggest fan. I'm friends with all the executives there, the CEOs, everything at Ninja. However, their business model is not designed for companies like myself to be able to give all you fine folks access to their service. Their brokerage should make a killing. If Trades by Matt and me, both of us together, have sent so much business to Tradeovate over the years, we both argue with them all the time that we would continue to like help them grow their brokerage services if they let people, because Matt just made a platform. It's open for beta, by the way. So go check out Tradster's beta if you guys haven't. I know it's like only so many keys going out. But Matt and I got on the phone last week. We talked for a couple hours. It was crazy. You know, I knew he was building Tradester 3 years ago. It was top secret. We had a talk. I remember sitting in my car. Matt was like asking me questions about what does it take to build a trading platform. I was like, oh, are you going to build a platform? He's like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Dude, I talked to him for hours and I was sworn to secrecy. So I knew about Tradester 3 years ago, in 2021, by the way. And so very awesome that he is finally released. So he's trying to basically be like a better version of Sierra charts. And he's going to solve a lot of the problems that people have with that. I'm excited to see what's happening. Matt and I talked about bigger plans for Tradester and other things that we could possibly do, like a Tradester / Rocket Scooter sort of collab in a way. Like, I can't give away much details, but let's just say that I think it'd be very, very lucrative for both of us to work together, for the industry and everything else. Now, another thing is we both have like, we were talking about Tradeovate for the most part. We were like, man, we would just wish the Tradeovate would open their API and let platforms like us connect to it. How many of you folks would just love popping your Tradeovate account into your Rocket Scooter or your Tradester and just trade it, right? We can do that with every other futures broker, but Tradeovate, they close the doors because they want you to buy their platforms at Ninja and all that. And it doesn't make any sense because I can't imagine Ninja Trader being the crux of their business. They're an IB. Like, these guys make all their money with assets under management accounts. How many Rocket Scooter users right now have to go to AMP or Edge Clear or something else? We're handing business to other people. Like, and we're telling them, like, you guys got to get down with the influencers. Influencers drive the business. If the prop firm industry hasn't told you that, influencers drive the revenue. But I think they're a little out of touch with that. They don't see that. They've never seen it there. Like, alone, the influencers and futures could make them as big as Schwab. 100%. They're big and they're like the Apple of futures. But if they allowed other platforms to connect to their brokerage service, they would own futures. It's unreal how they don't see that. But I can't argue with their business model. Rick's a really smart guy. They really want an all-in-one experience. They have a plan there, but it's just not a plan that makes it's not a plan that's prioritizing their brokerage services, which I don't understand because it seems to be the most profitable part. Being a broker, I can't imagine they make money on the platform. You can make all your money on data sales and make all your money on commissions and trading and assets under management. All three of those things, I could send 10,000 people to Tradeovate tomorrow. Matt could send 50,000, 100,000 people. I don't know. And they're like, I'm small. I'm a lot smaller than Matt. I mean, I'm big, but I'm smaller than Matt. And they won't even listen to Matt. They're like, they tell us both, like, you guys will be the first to know, don't worry. But like, We both wish that they would open their doors because it would be so easy for you guys to trade your trader funding programs through our platforms. You know what I mean? To trade your evals in our platforms. You guys would love that, right? Yeah, everyone would love that. Does Apex know I have a stream? No, I've never reached out to Apex. You want to tell them if you guys want. So Elite Trader Funding, you have to pay for your activations. Yeah, but I don't do sim to fund it. ETF has promoted me. So basically, like an Elite Trader Funded, I promoted to the highest level. I have real money to trade with them now. So like if in the prop firm, you have your evals, sim eval, and sim funded. Right, your eval doesn't pay, you pass it, then you go to funded. It's called sim funded. You're paid from a sim account, and then 1% of 1% get promoted to live in any prop firm. Essentially, you're too good. They ban you from doing the funded program. I'm banned for 3 years because I'm too good. So they ban you and they give you real money to trade instead when you're too good because you win too much. That's basically it. Jokes aside, when you're really good, they promote you. Very few people get the call up. So with them, I don't pay anything at all. It's free. They give me money to trade with. I do a profit split with them, and that's it. I've got few rules in the account. I have a daily loss limit. That's it. No trailing drawdowns, no drawdowns, nothing. I can only lose a certain amount a day. That's it. Can I make a Twitter X stream? I'm thinking about it, yeah. But I joke and say, I'm too good. They banned me, but in reality, that's actually what they do. Any prop firm that moves you to what they call like a live account where they give you real money to trade, it's because you're too good. In this environment, like the money that you make comes from the prop. You're stealing their money when you're winning these sim accounts. Like if you're winning in your Apex PA accounts, you're taking Apex's money from them. So when they move you to live, you're taking the money from the market. So the risk is lower. Let's say that an example, Pat Weiland took $600K of Apex's money from them, right? That's what they did. They took $600K. I don't know why they didn't promote him to live other than it's a great commercial for someone to trade sim accounts. I think he's a special case. Anybody that makes that much, they should move them to live. But since he markets for them, I don't think they're going to move him to live because it's a better commercial to trade 20 accounts on your stream. But I digress. An average person, if you make that much money, they will ban you from doing that. They will move you to live. And so instead of 600,000, they may say, you know what, we're going to give you 50K to trade with. Real money. Because if you lose it all, you only lost 50K instead of the 600 you took from them. It's a risk model. They always give you less than what you've made here, but then they give you real money. And the benefits are, other than profit split, they get rid of all the rules and you could trade on your own with their money. What prop is this? That's most of the props. The one that I'm live funded with is with ETF. So like my goals this year are to do 100K in my, just a simple goal, and I'm gonna up it once I hit it, to do 100K payout in my ETF live, to do 100K payouts in Apex live in my PA accounts, and then get on the top step leaderboard. I want to do all that this year. Wait, who you got banned? Who'd you get banned from? Wait, you're on like a probation from Apex? Holy shit, why? I hear they've been doing that a lot. Why? What did you do? Or what did they say that you did? Adrian says a simple gamble against you, you've earned the ability to be the casino. There you go. You know why? They give you a reason? Did you take any payouts before, Yassine? That's incredible. I've had a lot of people, I've had people send me messages on Twitter about that same thing. I'm going to tell you something. If Apex denies any of my payouts, I will go on a crusade against that company. I'm not lying. I will spend every effort of my influence. I will make every podcast, every single thing. I'll get every CEO rallied against them. If they pull shenanigans against me, I'll fight for you guys. I'll be loud about it. If they deny my payout, I could fuck that company so hard. Where I could rally everybody up. They wouldn't, if they pull shenanigans, like, and they don't have contact, and I'll be the first to put it on blast, and I'll put it on heavy blast. I'm talking heavy blast. I hope they pay me out. So far, so good. I'm talking like it comes to big payouts. Right now, I'm still going through the minimums. You know, and then like the market being crazy for a month. You know, I took some losses in that bear market the first couple times, and I've been kind of sitting out waiting for it to bounce back up so I can keep building. Like I said, there's the power of social media is good these days. It's so hyper competitive. These firms can't afford to have an influencer put them on blast. Unfortunately, that might mean we get a little bit of an advantage if we have a public eye on us, as they probably don't want shenanigans, right? They wouldn't deny someone's payout if you have, you know, a big voice. It seems to be like the people that don't, they get those probations and stuff, which is kind of unfair. Yeah, I'm definitely not on their radar yet. They said you can't take the payout at the normal level anymore. You have to build a cushion above the normal payout threshold in case they make you live. With the stops I take, I probably won't trigger Apex gambling rules. Oh no, I inch forward. Every single day you show me posts, all my accounts are between 1 and 4,000. 4,000 would be a bigger day on one of these accounts. I try to make about $1,000 per account if I can. I try to make it consistent. So when they can't make any more off of your fees, they ban you. Well, yeah, no, I know how they make their money. It's just like a casino, yeah. Gold stumming again. I'm just saying, dude, if there's shenanigans, the power of social media right now, like we're putting together a very large podcast. By the way, okay, so this Friday, Minx and I are having a podcast with Brett Simba. So, by the way, come to so Minx and Matt, we need a name for our podcast. What's coming up with one? But we're doing sit downs with all the major props and CEOs, and then I'm gonna actually building a podcast room. I'm gonna fly people out to my house and have like an in-home, big ass podcast sit down room, kind of like Jadon has. By the way, he invited me to come out to Colorado to be on his podcast, and I'm inviting him to come out and be on mine when I do it. So we're gonna be doing all the rounds. But this Friday we have on Spaces. So Minx and I are starting out on Spaces, and then I'm gonna create like a high production level podcast. So this Friday we got Brett coming on. So I'll be chatting with Brett on Friday. And next Friday, I'll be chatting with Jadon. So you guys, back-to-back Fridays are going to be big. So we'll announce it on Twitter Spaces. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. And we're going to start like a regular Twitter Space probably on Fridays, or maybe a couple times a week also. Dude, he looks just like his dad. Same hair and everything. Like his dad when he was young. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited about this year with I'm super excited about this presidency only because I'm so excited about seeing radical changes. I don't know what it is. I feel like the world has become like this. I don't know. The last 4 years, the world has become this like, I don't know, pussy version of itself. I feel like I can say pussy these days again. Like, you know what? I feel like I'm free to say whatever I want. You know, it's like, it's so great. Yeah, we like pussified the world the last 4 years. Everyone's a little bitch. And I'm glad, like, ever since COVID, dude, COVID made me, like, just lose so much respect for humanity. People became little bitches. And I swear, and I feel empowered, like, the world is coming back to, like, if you scrape your knee, like, you know, COVID world to be like, oh, come here. Everyone give you a hug. Everyone come here, give him a medal. He's so brave. And now if you scrape your knee, like, your dad will walk over and walk it off. Pussy. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that world is back. And like, we created such amazing humans and like the millennial, right? Like, I'm a millennial because our parents were like so hard on us and it was so different. There wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like a little wussy world. Like, if I did something wrong, you know, my grandpa was like, go get a switch off that tree. He was so nice. He'd let you pick which branch from the tree he'd hit you on the legs with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we grew up with discipline. And I feel like that kind of world is coming back. I was so excited to hear that men can't compete in women's sports anymore. What a disgusting thing. And I don't really talk politics on this channel, but like, I don't care how you feel. Like, it's just, how hard would that be that you train your whole life as a woman to compete in something and some mentally ill man came in and took your medal? You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is gone. Like, people are afraid to hurt each other's feelings. Like, this is like the weirdest. I'm just like, you know, I feel like America, and not that I'm like just touting for Trump here, you know, I am a Texan, but I feel like the world just became this weird version of itself since COVID, like bizarro world. People were afraid to talk. People were afraid to hurt each other's feelings. Everyone was like, I'm important, pay attention to me. And everyone listened. And now it's like, everyone's basically like, shut the fuck up. It feels powerful again to be an American. And I'm just saying that in general, you know, it's so unfair. That was what irked me the most. Like, you know, what you choose to identify with or whatever is like literally who you choose to have sex with. That shouldn't dictate other parts of your life. That shouldn't be like, well, I also get to do this and also get to do that because I'm a dude. I don't have sex with dudes and dress like a girl. I'm like, do it. I have so many of my friends. I mean, dude, I lived in Montrose and Houston. I mean, that's like the area, the LGBTQ area, and so many friends, and I support them 100%, but they also thought it was stupid. They were like, but that's also unfair. We would still never do that. You know, like, it's just like a few bad apples that really made that really bad. Go back to the 90s again. I had some friends that are trans, and they never once would they were like, they're like, that's still unfair. They're like, you know, I am who I am because I'm the way that I am, but I would never be unfair to, you know, to cis women because that's unfair. Like, it's like there are people that they're just people that are sick in the head, and I'm glad we're not catering to it anymore. Like, 100% glad. Like, it's okay to be who you are, but it's another thing to inconvenience other people and make their lives unfair for your own gains. Like, it became like the cool thing to do, right? And I just feel like the world is going to get back to be, and like, it's only going to make you a stronger nation to have, you know, to not cater to the weakest links. I feel like. Anybody here practice or the combat? No. You shouldn't hit your kids. Teach them how to fight violence is the first answer. Yeah. I mean, like, it's a different world that we live in. I've always believed in punishing, you know, Gabriel, for instance. Lucky for me, I haven't had to much. He's a very, very, very well-disciplined kid. He's very intelligent, so he listens. But like, you should associate pain with pain. Like, if your kid like spills a drink on the floor, you don't spank them. Like, that doesn't make sense. But if your kid is going to stick a knife in an electrical outlet, you hit them so hard on their leg or their butt that they feel the shock because you're teaching them that that hurts. Like you would teach a dog, that hurts. Like, you know, like it's like you want to associate the thing that can kill them with something that hurts. And that's where I draw the line. I think that's where it's important. I would never, like, out of anger, like, hit my child or anything. Like, if he's going to run out into the street, you know, we'll give him a little pop. If he's going to climb up on a ladder, you know, give him a little pop. Like, this thing hurts. I'm telling you that this thing hurts. And then they don't do that thing. So it's like a lesser, I call it pinch for a punch. You know, they're going to get punched, so you pinch them so they know that it hurts. And that's kind of like it's a good place to draw a line. The hurts donut. My dad used to call it hurts donut. You want a donut? It's hurts donut. There's a lot of blonde ladies at this thing. Oh, there comes Mr. Biden. I'm glad that he's showing up. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's tradition. They have to show up. But man, she just looks really salty. And I'm not going to lie. I'm not like super Republican over here. I mean, I am Republican, but because I liked Obama a lot and I liked Clinton a lot. Clinton did a lot for the economy. Obama was a really good leader. Like, I'm not anti-Democrat, but man, I just can't stand Kamala Harris. She's just an idiot. As an intellectual person, she's just dumb. I'm so glad there's not a dumb person in office. I mean, Trump's like not the super brightest guy either, but he's leagues smarter than she is. She's like, she's just dumb. She's like ditzy dumb. It's like it's not just me being like elitist because I'm smart or whatever. It's like she just sounds, I'm like nobody would respect her in the main stage in the rest of the world. Like she would just get like she'd have no ability to like the leaders of China, Russia. These guys are very intelligent. Like these guys are intelligent, strong, powerful people. They would steamroll her. She'd have no power to stand up against like Putin and you know, like she would just get rolled over. People don't give them a lot of credit over there. They're very smart. China, Russia, they're extremely intelligent. Like, y'all are saying you're gonna miss her laugh. Do I think what is SSL trivia? What are you talking about? We're being unburdened by what has been. Facts, Matt. LOL. The difference is Trump is a businessman, which is what economy needs more than a politician. I can't imagine the type of economic prosperity the world's going to have. Like, I feel like at the end of 4 years, China, Russia, the United States are all going to be working together in some capacity for this like big burst of economic prosperity. I believe that Trump is going to create a way where everyone wins in a way that the world just feels prosperous. Like it's going to feel peaceful and prosperous. I feel like with the way that we have all these business minds around him, surrounding him now, that everybody's going to work towards the greater good of economic prosperity. I really do feel it. As a Canadian, sell side liquidity. Yeah, I was curious what you meant by that. As a Canadian, she seemed way more articulate and able to present full sentences than Trump. Well, yeah, no. Let's start over. She speaks like more rehearsed. Trump is more off the cuff. But that's like Wall Street people too, right? Like your Wall Street guys are just off the cuff. The way they talk real rough. Yeah, Trump doesn't sound like a scholar. Let me make sure I'm clear on that, you know. From somebody that's on the outside, you can tell. Yeah. That he talks like a guy from the streets, like an average, you know. But on the business side of things, he's more like a planner in the greater picture, the bigger picture of things. It's more of like his style. He surrounds himself with the geniuses that do all the thinking. as a planner goes. He has big ideas, and he seems to see like the greater. What I respect is he seems to see the greater focus of what certain pathways will lead towards. Like there's always like a bigger plan behind the big plan, which is good because I like people that are like steps ahead, that are like planning stuff out. It makes me feel good. Can I get banned streaming the inauguration? I don't know. I don't think so. But maybe, who knows? No, it's a derived work, I think. You can parody or showcase other people's stuff as long as it's not in the original form and it's a derived work. So this is a derived work because it's smaller and I'm trading on top of it. Sell side liquidity. Oh yeah, so what were you asking about? What about it? Trivia? Well, if they strike my stream, then I'll just edit out what they strike. They disabled the chat for their stream. Oh, I see that. Dude, it's estimated to have 5 to 8 inches of snow in South Louisiana. I know, we've been estimated to have snow here too in Houston. I'm super excited. You guys bundled up for the cold? Y'all ready to go? Wait, are you saying Trump has a butt plug in? Is that what you said? Or do I have a butt plug in? Man, I can't wait to stop having this cold that I got though. Oh, so basically we're going to higher highs for the day with this inauguration, or come down, take SSL, then make a move up. Yeah, so today, right, I wouldn't be doing anything with the stock market closing an hour and a half, or the futures market closing an hour and a half. The market is very, very, very bullish. I'm looking for every dip to be long on, and I know that without the equities market being open, that the futures market was going to support on the monthly scale. On the monthly scale, 59.95 is the big support. I was hoping it would dip so I can take it. So I'm still hoping that it would dip and take it, but we'll get new numbers tomorrow to trade off of. Today, it's just, there's really nothing that we can pattern off of today because all the stuff is closed. With our style, we need all of our indicators. See how they're all blanked out at the top. But yeah, I've just been buying retracements and buying dips all day long. So I made basically 3 big trades. Am I excited for the power to go out? I'm hoping we learned our lesson from the last time. Because what he's talking about is in 2020, I think, the power went out in Houston because of the freeze. Everyone cranked their heaters on or whatever. They overloaded the grid and we lost power for like weeks. And people died. There was a lot of people that died because they lost the power and they couldn't like power their medical stuff and whatever. It was a huge deal. And people got in a lot of trouble. I think that like center point, somebody stepped down like when the head's down here. So hopefully this freeze is much better. The infrastructure is slightly better because I don't want to lose power. If I do, my mom's got a generator, so I'll be streaming remote from across town at my mom's house if I lose power. You went to get the kid some gloves. Oh, that's good. Just started in the corner has just stand in the corner has 90 degrees literally. Oh God, Victor with the math jokes. Oh, that's incredible. That's hilarious. Or just move in a circle. It's 360 degrees. What time did I start your live? Brian, usually about 8:30. So I usually start an hour from market opens now. So Tav was right. I used to start at like at 8:30 or 9:30, but I started an hour early just because streaming is becoming hyper competitive. So I gotta get in earlier. How often do I trade off hours? Overnight. Usually I can find one good trade overnight, and if it's worth taking, I'll take it. So usually about one pretty decent trade. Like last night I made one really good trade. You know, it's funny. I never knew his middle name was John. That's something I never thought of. I always wondered what J stood for. Yeah, that's correct, Timmy. All my after hours trades are just based on hedge pressures. That's it. The bot in the after hours. So in our Discord, you guys, when y'all subscribe to the algo in the Discord, it's just these levels. That's it. There's a class on what to read here, but those are the levels, and I trade just off of those. There's a whole easy trick to it. My classes teach hedge pressure, yes. Wait, it's about to start while I put on the sound. Can you guys not hear this? Hold on. Oh, I didn't know you guys can hear that. Hold on, let me add. Hold on. Oh, I thought you guys could hear it. My bad. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
There we go. My bad. I thought y'all could hear it this entire time. Oh, he's not talking.
Please welcome the chair of the Joint Congressional Committee on Ceremonies, the Honorable Darb.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the sixth inauguration.
Freddie, can a newbie? Yes, it's actually designed for new people. It's your habits you have to break. The course it requires no existing knowledge of stock market, nothing. We start you from scratch. Our course, I think, is the most comprehensive and the most newbie friendly. It doesn't require you to know anything about trading, anything about stocks. We go through principles of markets and economics. Things are built from scratch from the start. So I encourage you to check it out. Just do it, because there's a sale going on right now. And in 3 days, if you don't like it after 3 days, we do a full refund. So
The last 3 days, you've done a beautiful job, and you have shown grace under pressure.
So I encourage you to check it out, because that's what everybody does. And I think you'll really do fine, because most trading classes kind of like require you to have a lot of information and understanding about the stock market already. So you guys, what do y'all think about like a new trader? We basically just start from scratch, right?
Harris and Doug Emhoff, President Obama, President Clinton and Secretary Clinton, President Bush and Laura Bush, Vice President.
Yeah, no problem. And after 3 days, if it's not for you, like the platform is the sales. So normally it's $200 a month, but we have this thing where it's like $100 first month and then $159 second month. So it's a $40 off, and you can lock in that price forever if you do want the platform. Most people just at least do the trial for $100, and it comes with the classes, and you can always get a refund within 3 days.
The moment when leaders elevated by the will of the people promise to be faithful to our Constitution, to cherish and defend it. It is the moment when they become, as we all should be, the guardians
And Jensen not there, so new low's coming.
through war and
Oh, that's
peace,
funny.
through adversity and prosperity. We hold this inauguration every 4 years, and today it falls on Martin Luther King.
Wix gives you the power of AI
Oh my gosh.
to build the website you need.
Commercials.
Just for you.
And as
So today, especially in our classes today, we go through our liquidity maps. Let me show you what our classes are like.
equal justice under law.
Everybody here, if you have not taken our courses, it's called the 20 Days Profitability Mindset Masterclass. We go through and we have 20 different classes.
This moment, more than a passing ceremony, is
20 different classes.
across the country.
And each class is regimented with handouts and descriptions of what it is we're covering.
People doing
And
extraordinary things.
liquidity map is what we're covering today, which is the most important part of Rocket Scooter.
Worked as a senator in this building, and
So
without
today
the
is the
law,
class
it
to
is
come to.
very
It's the
hard
core of
conduct.
all my stuff.
In a democracy, every citizen,
So come
regardless of
today.
interest
If you guys
and
want to do it,
politics,
it's
holds
today's
office.
class is going to be
Every
free,
one
by
of
the
us
way.
is
So,
in a position
by the way,
of
everybody, I told you this.
responsibility. With that responsibility of citizenship,
You guys can come to the
comes
class for free
obligation,
because we're
not
going to just let you guys all come
now,
because it's a
as
holiday.
President Lincoln once
Go
reminded
here.
us, but to
Everyone
give
go here.
others with a generosity of spirit, despite our differences.
So this Discord, I just typed it in chat. Go where I typed it in chat. Go there.
It's an obligation.
There's an Ask for Help channel. Just type in the word course, and when we do our courses, I'll circle back and give you access today. So you guys, you can come today for free.
Everything
See what it's like.
swirling around us, the hot mess of division. It is
Yeah, but you can still come to the class, Victor.
an incredible songwriter
It's free for
who
everybody.
was born in my state.
Just to let everybody come, like just to see what one of them's like. It's a free $1 for you guys. No, King, you got to go to the Discord and type it there in the Discord. That way I can message you with the link.
Takes place at the Capitol.
So go to that Discord link I just posted.
Presidential
Go to the Ask for Help channel. Go to Ask
Here it is traditionally held at
Help
the Capitol,
channel.
the People's House. It is a fitting
Type course.
reminder of the system of checks and balances that is
I look
the
like a
very
YouTube ad?
foundation of our government. 3 equal branches of government. That is how, for nearly 250 years, our great American experiment, grounded in the rule of law, has endured. So, as we inaugurate a new president and vice president, let us remember that the power of those in this room comes from the people. The construction workers who build our country, the teachers and healthcare workers who nurture us, the troops defending our freedoms, and yes, the firefighters in Los Angeles putting themselves on the line for us. Our democracy's strength and grit must match theirs. May God bless our nation. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Endurance through the years is the ultimate test. To persevere through time is the truest measure of an idea, an institution, and a nation. Our founders wrote the Constitution so that America could withstand all the twists and turns of time. They wrote it to guide us and to preserve forever our right of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But as much as the truths and principles enshrined in our Constitution remain the same, our democracy promises the American people the power to chart their own destiny. That's the beauty. That is the importance of democracy. It allows the endurance, the permanence of a nation through change. It allows nations like our United States both to avoid the obstacles and to seize the opportunities God has placed before us, all while staying true to our founding principles. Today is our country's 60th inauguration ceremony. Like all the others before it, it is a celebration of our right to set our uniquely American course. The past several years have been trying at times for many, many Americans, and also for the nations of the free world that we humbly strive to lead. In November, Americans chose again to steer this nation towards greatness, the secure, safe, and prosperous future that our founders envisioned for all of us. And today, we celebrate not only their decision to do so, but also the simple right and wisdom of a free people to make their own choice so that their nation might endure. And now, allow me to welcome Archbishop Timothy Dolan and Reverend Franklin Graham, who will deliver our invocation. Please rise.
Be still and know that I am God, supreme among the nations, supreme on the earth. Let us pray. Remembering General George Washington on his knees at Valley Forge, recalling Abraham Lincoln at his second inaugural, with malice toward none, with charity for all, with firmness in the right as God gives us to see the right. Remembering General George Patton's instructions to his soldiers as they began the Battle of the Bulge 8 decades ago. Pray. Pray when fighting. Pray alone. Pray with others. Pray by night. Pray by day. Observing the birthday of the Reverend Martin Luther King, who warned, without God, our efforts turn to ashes. We, blessed citizens of this one nation under God, humbled by our claim that in God we trust, gather indeed this inauguration day to pray for our President Donald J. Trump, his family, his advisors, his cabinet, his aspirations, his vice president, for the Lord's blessings upon Joseph Biden, for our men and women in uniform, for each other whose hopes are stoked this new year, this inauguration day. We cannot err in relying upon that prayer from the Bible, upon which our president will soon place his hand in oath, as we make our own the supplications of King Solomon for wisdom, as he begins governance. God of our fathers, in your wisdom you set man to govern your creatures, to govern in holiness and justice, to render justice with integrity. Give our leader wisdom, for he is your servant.
It's going to be a while probably for Trump talks, but we'll chill on it.
If wisdom which comes not from you be not with him, he shall be held in no esteem. Send wisdom from heavens that she may be with him, that he may know your designs. Please, God, bless America. Please, mend her every flaw. You are the God in whom we trust, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Mr. President, the last 4 years, there are times I'm sure you thought it was pretty dark. But look what God has done. We praise him and give him glory. Let us pray. Our Father and our God, thou hast said, blessed is the nation.
Yeah, I don't see any more opportunities to trade right now. We need to get our new levels coming out in the morning.
Blessed be the name of God forever and ever. For wisdom.
The market's I'm waiting to hear Trump say some stuff. I know when Trump starts talking,
He removes kings.
the things he's gonna say is gonna be like perceived as bullish. I'm sure. The moment, you know, it's like his Twitter, like Trump's Twitter makes the market move. The minute he starts saying something like "no tariffs," this, I mean, market's gonna just move. It's not gonna move on any technicals right now. It's just gonna wait. People are waiting to hear him to give some clues about what he's doing.
You and you alone saved his life and raised him up with strength and power by your mighty hand. We pray for President Trump that you'll watch over, protect, guide, direct him. Give him your wisdom from your throne on high. We ask that you would bless him and that our nation would be blessed through him. We also ask that you would bless and protect Melania as First Lady. We thank you for the beauty, the warmth, and grace that she shows not only to this nation, but to the whole world. We thank you for Vice President-elect J.D. Vance and his wife Usha and their young family. May he be a strength to President Trump, to stand beside him, to hold up his arms like Aaron held up the arms of Moses in the midst of battle. The prophet Samuel reminded the people, it was you that brought them up from the land of Egypt. And he said, now stand still, that I may reason with you before the Lord. So, Father, we take this moment to stand still, to remember the great things that you have done for this nation. Thank you for the protection, the bounty, the freedoms that we so enjoy. We remember to keep our eyes fixed on you, and may our hearts be inclined to your voice. We know that America can never be great again if we turn our backs on you. We ask for your help. We pray all of
This music in the background is funny, like going with him talking. It's I didn't realize how comedic it was sounding. I'm starting to hear like
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Associate Justice
it's like it sounds like farm-friendly NPC music from like Farmville or something. You're how happy that music sounds. I didn't realize that the music was still playing in the background until I was paying attention while he was talking. I was like, that's a cool soundtrack. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's mine. That's the generic crap music. All right.
Please raise your hand
There we go.
and repeat after me. I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear.
I, James David Vance, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
Curious to see if we get a lot of volatility. That's the one thing I'm worried about.
against all enemies.
The VIX isn't positioning for any kind of volatility right now. The market's pretty stable. Keep in mind, like VIX futures, we roll tonight to a new contract, and the VIX.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely
February's at 1690, so there's a little bit of contango, which is great for bull market. Means about 16.5 is about the new half gap, right there, the triple B.
And that I will well and faithfully discharge.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
The duties of the office.
the duties of the office
On which I am about to enter.
on which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Vice President.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Justice Roberts to administer the presidential oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do
solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
Like, should I just buy a contract just to roll the dice? Like, if I just got one on this dip. If there's any red candle, I'm going to just throw a contract at it, long it. Why not? I don't think it's going to move, though. I don't think there's much he's going to say. Should I just put some micros on it? Like, why the hell not? Or should I just, like, what could go wrong, right? Whatever. Let's just bet. With one mini, why not, right? Let's just bet. Why not? Like, just put a contract on it. Why not? I'm bullish for tonight, so... I feel like it'd be crazy if we got some vol. I just put one because if the market dips really hard for whatever reason, I'll scoop up at the bottom for sure. It would be so crazy if this market crashed and sold off though, for whatever reason. I don't think it would. But we'll see. But volatility, Trump could say something. I don't think he's gonna say much that's gonna be perceived as bad, but we'll see. We'll see. Like, some part of me doesn't feel like there's going to be a mild close to this. Some part of me feels like the market's going to move rapidly into today's close. We have about an hour left until the halt. This is very patriotic.
It is my honor and
I'm just coin flipping with the contract. The bet we close at highs at noon, or close higher than here. There's no reason other than a retrace to take a technical move on the long side.
Thank you very much, everybody. Well, thank you very, very much.
I'm not. Nobody. Don't fade the Donald.
President Vance, Speaker Johnson.
Can't fade the Donald. People want this market to be bullish. You can feel it. Now, I might sell off a little bit, but I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna grab dips.
President Clinton, President Bush, President Obama, President Biden, Vice President Harris, and my fellow citizens. The golden age of America begins right now.
Let's see what's going on with Trump coin while he's talking.
From this day forward, our country will flourish and be respected again all over the world. We will be the envy of every nation, and we will
Trump coin movement. Let's put it over here.
be taken advantage of.
Let's put it on the
any
screen.
longer. During every single day of the Trump administration, I will very simply put America first. Our sovereignty will be restored.
Oh, you guys can't see it because of my picture.
Our safety will be restored. The scales of justice will be rebalanced. The vicious, violent, and unfair organization of the Justice Department and our government will end. And our top priority will be to create a nation that is proud, prosperous, and free. America will soon be greater, stronger, and far more exceptional than ever before. I return to the presidency confident and optimistic that we are at the start of a thrilling new era of national success. A tide of change is sweeping the country, sunlight is pouring over the entire world, and America has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before. But first, we must be honest about the challenges we face. While they are plentiful, they will be annihilated by this great momentum that the world is now witnessing in the United States of America. As we gather today, our government confronts a crisis of trust. For many years, a radical and corrupt establishment has extracted power and wealth from our citizens while the pillars of our society lay broken and seemingly incomplete.
He's wasting no time throwing jabs at the
We now
Democrats.
have a government that cannot manage even a simple crisis at home, while at the same time stumbling into a continuing catalog of catastrophic events abroad. It fails to protect our magnificent, law-abiding American citizens, but provides sanctuary and protection for dangerous criminals, many from prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited funding to the defense of foreign borders, but refuses to defend American borders or, more importantly, its own people. Our country can no longer deliver basic services in times of emergency, as recently shown by the wonderful people of North Carolina, been treated so badly. And other states who are still suffering from a hurricane that took place many months ago. Or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities, even affecting some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals in our country, some of whom are sitting here right now. They don't have a home any longer. That's interesting. But we can't let this happen. Everyone is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children to be ashamed of themselves in many cases, to hate our country despite the love that we try so desperately to provide to them. All of this will change starting today, and it will change very quickly.
It would be the greatest thing if the market somehow responded by collapsing today for whatever reason. I don't think it will. There's no volatility, it looks like. But it would be so great for us to start off tomorrow with a massive dip to buy on.
All of these many betrayals
I'd love to see
that
it.
have taken place, and to give the people back their faith,
I just put one contract just in case it just turns and moves.
their freedom. From
Nothing
this
big.
moment on, America's decline is over. Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause have tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. Thank you very much. That is why each day under our administration of American patriots, we will be working to meet every crisis with dignity and power and strength. We will move with purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity, safety, and peace for citizens of every race, religion, color.
Find a seating solution that adapts to your lifestyle.
What? YouTube, come on. Don't them ads at me, man.
25 is Liberation Day. It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country. As our victory showed, the entire nation is rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society, young and old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very importantly, we had a powerful win in all 7 swing states, and the popular vote, we won by millions of people. To the Black and Hispanic communities, I want to thank you for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust that you have shown me with your vote. We set records.
I would love. Now, I don't think we're going to get it, but I'm betting on it. I would love to see nothing more than us spend like the rest of the session up in here. It's rare though, because only 4% of days close above that band, but it'd be nice to see us push, at least make a push to it. On the rarity of this event, there could be some momentum. The market is trying to sell there right now. There is some selling pressure. A little unusual. Look at this.
National unity is now returning to America.
There's like a lot of wick action on here. Market's lower in the bid, so it's interesting to see.
Like never before. In everything we do, my administration will be inspired by a strong pursuit of excellence and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country. We will not forget our Constitution. And we will not forget our God. Can't do that. Today I will sign a series of historic executive orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense. First, I will declare a national emergency at our southern border.
I mean, the algos are just like picking up every word he's saying, dude. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if we make it above 745, but we'll see. I just got something small.
Entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came. We will reinstate my Remain in Mexico policy. I will end the practice of catch and release. And I will send troops to the southern border to repel the disastrous invasion of our country. Under the orders I signed today, we will also be designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Oh, dang.
And by invoking the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, I I will direct our government to use the full and immense power of federal and state law enforcement to eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks, bringing devastating crime to U.S. soil, including our cities and inner cities. As Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody's ever seen before. Next, I will direct all members of my cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices. The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill. America will be a manufacturing nation once again, and we have something that no other manufacturing nation will ever have, the largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth, and we are going to use it.
Really? I don't know if that's a good idea. That's not going to bring prices down. Our oil's not that good. Our oil's very expensive to process, and a lot of refineries can't process it. That's a pipe dream. I wouldn't. You guys remember the shale gas? Some of our break even for our shale's like $120, $140 a barrel. There's a lot of junk oil that we've got. We could export it and sell it to others, but we can never self-sustain on our own oil. Our infrastructure can't process it.
American auto workers. In other words, you'll be able to buy the car of your choice. We will build automobiles in America again at a rate that nobody could have dreamt possible just a few years ago. And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote.
The fuck?
I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade.
Oh, building American cars. All right, whatever. What the hell? Now, market like that.
We will tariff and tax foreign countries to enrich our citizens. For this purpose, we are establishing
I was waiting to hear the market do something.
External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties, and revenues. It will be massive amounts of money pouring into our treasury, coming from foreign sources.
Oh, market hated that.
The American dream will soon be back and thriving like never before to restore competence and effectiveness to our federal government. My administration will establish the brand new
Okay, screw that.
government efficiency.
I knew he was going to say something, but I didn't think it was going to be something like damning like that.
Years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict
Okay, I closed that out. Screw that.
I will also sign an executive order to immediately stop all government censorship and bring back free speech to America. Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know something about. We will not allow that to happen. It will not happen again. Under my leadership, we will restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. And we are going to bring law and
That was
order
nuts.
back to our cities. This week, I will also end the government policy of trying to socially engineer race and gender into every aspect of public and private life. We will forge a society that is colorblind and merit-based. As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. This week, I will reinstate any service members who were unjustly expelled from our military for objecting to the COVID vaccine mandate with full back pay. And I will sign an order to stop our warriors from being subjected to radical political theories and social experiments while on duty. It's going to end immediately. Our armed forces will be freed to focus on their sole mission.
Mark didn't like that comment that we're going to make American cars. I don't know which stocks took a hit. Dare I? Whatever.
Like in 2017, we will again build the strongest military the world has ever seen. We will measure our success not only by the battles we win, but also by the wars that we end, and perhaps most importantly, the wars we never get into.
What a weird set of movements here.
My legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. I'm pleased to say that as of yesterday, one day before I assumed office, the hostages in the Middle East are coming back home to their families. Thank you. America will reclaim its rightful place as the greatest, most powerful, most respected nation on earth, inspiring the awe and admiration of the entire world. A short time from now, we are going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, and we will restore the name of a great president, William McKinley, to Mount McKinley, where it should be and where it belongs. President McKinley made our country very rich through tariffs and through talent. He was a natural businessman and gave Teddy Roosevelt the money for many of the great things he did, including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. Above all, my message to Americans today is that it's for us to once again act with courage, vigor, and the vitality of history's greatest civilization. So as we liberate our nation, we will lead it to new heights of victory and success. We will not be deterred. Together we will end the chronic disease epidemic and keep our children safe, healthy, and disease-free. The United States will once again consider itself a growing nation, one that increases our wealth, expands our territory, builds our cities, raises our expectations, and carries our flag into new and beautiful horizons. And we will pursue our manifest destiny into the stars, launching American astronauts to plant the stars and stripes on the planet Mars. Ambition is the lifeblood of a great nation, and right now our nation is more ambitious than any other. There's no nation like our nation. Americans are explorers, builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, and pioneers. The spirit of the frontier is written into our hearts. The call of the next great adventure resounds from within our souls. Our American ancestors turned a small group of colonies on the edge of a vast continent into a mighty republic of the most extraordinary citizens on earth. No one comes close. Americans pushed thousands of miles through a rugged land of untamed water. They crossed deserts, scaled mountains, braved untold dangers, won the Wild West, ended slavery, rescued millions from tyranny, lifted billions from poverty, harnessed electricity, split the atom, launched mankind into the heavens, and put the universe of human knowledge into the palm of the human hand. If we work together, there is nothing we cannot do, and no dream we cannot achieve. Many people thought it was impossible for me to stage such a historic political comeback. But as you see today, here I am, the American people have spoken. I stand before you now as proof that you should never believe that something is impossible to do. In America, the impossible is what we do best. From New York to Los Angeles, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, from Chicago to Miami, from Houston to right here in Washington, D.C., our country was forged and built by the generations of patriots who gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. They were farmers and soldiers, cowboys and factory workers, steel workers and coal miners, police officers and pioneers who pushed onward, marched forward, and let no obstacle defeat their spirit or their pride. Together they laid down the railroads, raised up the skyscrapers, built great highways, won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and triumphed over every single challenge that they faced. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. With your help, we will restore America's promise, and we will rebuild the nation that we love, and we love it so much. One people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. So to every parent who dreams for their child, and every child who dreams for their future, I am with you, I will fight for you, and I will win for you. You're going to win like never before. Thank you.
Dude, that spread on Nasdaq is huge. I guess just it's 4 points. That's spread huge, bigger today than normal.
In recent years, our nation has suffered greatly, but we are going to bring it back and make it great again, greater than ever before. We will be a nation like no other, full of compassion, courage, and exceptionalism. Our power will stop all wars and bring a new spirit of unity to a world that has been angry, violent, and totally unpredictable. America will be respected again and admired again, including by people of faith and goodwill. We will be prosperous. We will be proud. We will be strong, and we will win like never before. We will not be conquered. We will not be intimidated. We will not be broken, and we will not fail. From this day on, the United States of America will be a free, sovereign, and independent nation. We will stand bravely. We will live proudly. We will dream boldly, and nothing will stand in our way because we are Americans. The future is ours, and our golden age has just begun. Thank you. God bless America. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, performing America the Beautiful, please welcome the Armed Forces Chorus and Carrie Underwood.
All right, y'all. That's it. I'm going to get out of here. Mutual market closes in 20 minutes. We have our class at 3:30 today. Love you guys. Great chilling with y'all like we do every single day. That was fun to watch. That was fun to trade. We had some good times. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Or see y'all at 3:30. Don't forget to go to the Discord, discord.gg/Rocket Scooter. Put the word course in the Ask for Help channel. We'll give you access to our course. Today, one class we'll do for free. You guys can all come to it. And we'll see y'all later. Let me type it in chat. Don't forget to go here for the free course. This afternoon, 3:30. We'll all be there.